Speaking
Sorry.
of Russian atrocities, is everyone ready to
Oh.
get started tonight?
Yeah.
Yep.
That was a weird segue, but I'll roll with
Right.
it. All right.
I
So
like how we have like
yeah, the
Tom
last
Selleck just chilling.
Yeah, it's unfortunate that on one hand there's this
uh,
player who despises Russia, and then meanwhile there's my character who's like kill 'em all Kenzo, but actually tries to resort to diplomacy. Well, Kenzo tried to resort to diplomacy, but the villains always rejected, so he'd have to kill them. Anyway,
It'd be like that.
yeah. All
Oh,
right.
Who's
So
it?
the last time on the Great Escape,
game's paused by the way.
you
I don't know if
oh,
that was intentional.
yep.
I found a
No, it's
picture of
not.
Tom Selleck in a military uniform, and it's actually when he was a young man. It's interesting.
But yeah,
Yeah.
so previously on the Great Escape, you guys finally made it to the bunker. You explored it, and you found several. Admittedly, the GM overplanned for how much I should give you in the bunker, but I'm not complaining. Uh, you found a bunker that has several like facilities. There is a kitchen, a bunkhouse, a dining room, and a large computer console for hint 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 wink wink nudge nudge web. um
Actually, wait, hold
so
on. There's a generator in the base, so could we theoretically power it up and like I think didn't we power it up so that way we could theoretically access computers?
yes.
All right.
um you will need to get like it's an industrial sized generator, so it can hold I believe 1,000 units of alcohol fuel, or 1,000 or more. So you will need to like either, find or trade for some alcohol fuel to run the generator to run your base.
Do we need all
But
1,000 units of it, or can we just run it on partial capacity?
partial capacity.
All right, works for
You
me.
don't need like full.
Because I think we have some,
um
boozoline. So,
Oh yeah.
mhm. But yeah, you
um,
explore the bunker, and while you were exploring and after you'd explored, we did some base building. Your base now has 3 cow pens and a chicken and like a chicken house, as well as look as well as lookout points, and I believe you guys are building a couple other things as well.
well, we built the cow pens, we built chicken coop, and we built a sniper post for Vincent.
I think mechanically it's like a lookout tower or whatever.
Yeah, I think that's pretty much
Is
all
the
we
name.
built.
Yep.
I
But
don't
yeah,
have
you
anything in my notes that implies otherwise.
finished up that stuff, and then you after building the stuff and looking out of the base, you did see just remembering, um you got the first sightings of a group calling themselves the Children of the Apocalypse. It,
Uncle Touchy's gang.
Uncle Touchy.
it,
Oh no.
oh God, I forgot
Oh,
you don't
have you
know.
been out of the loop of that the whole time? Oh, Jesus, Mother Mary and Joseph.
Mm-hmm. That's gonna be fun. I'll let them just describe to you in game.
Or
But
better yet, he can just find out on his own.
Oh no. I have an idea. I think. I don't know. I can only imagine what a person by the name of Uncle Touchy
Well,
would
he
look like.
isn't actually called. Well, that isn't his actual like official title, but one look at him and you'll see
Yeah.
why it
GM
fits.
called him.
Well, I mean, to be fair, if you're describing someone as Uncle Touchy, I can already imagine what they look like.
let me show you the picture, because
Yeah,
Ouch.
I will confirm nor deny if I believe this is an appropriate nickname.
All right, share the handout.
Wait, I gotta see this now.
You're popping it up in game. Yep.
Oh,
Yep.
Oh, it's in
oh,
game. Oh
God
wait,
damn it.
wait, I've already seen this
Oh,
character. He looks like he slows down in the school zone, bro.
oh. He looks like the last thing you would see outside of an airlock in Elon Musk's dystopian space colony.
He looks
This
like
is
he looks like like a mock for a Mars exhibit, bro.
mm,
I don't know, it's very specific, but
like You've been deemed surplus to requirements. Sorry.
Well, he takes the phrase "drive slowly, children at play" in a different way. So
Yeah, trust me. I mean, to be fair, at least he's following the law, in one aspect
In
at
this,
least.
in this picture, he is
He
not
goes a
wearing
little
pants.
too slow in the schools.
And he's
So
hear the cars honking behind him, and he's like, "Wait."
So the Cliff Notes version of who this person is. In this game, he is called Lucas Zagorski.
Former Scoutmaster.
However,
I saw a picture of him already.
the character image is originally from the Colonial Marines Operations Manual for a guy called something Rudy.
Giannis Rudy.
Giannis Rudy, yes. And when I showed the image originally to the party, they're the ones who called him Uncle Touchy because the image just popped
Well,
up
look
for
at
them.
him.
Doesn't help
Exactly.
that both times we've seen this art, he's leading a cult.
Yeah.
That's what he
Yeah.
does.
The cult of the
He's a
divine
cult leader.
foot
Look at
rub.
him.
Oh,
He looks like Charles Manson if he like went off the deeper end.
I believe Cody told me this is that this is actually like a drawing based on H.R. Giger, I
Yep,
believe you told me.
it is.
Yes.
Unfortunately.
Yep. So there's that little tidbit. But yeah, so originally you saw a group
I also made this meme of him a while ago.
oh, fuck! It is. Ooh.
um so originally when you saw this group, they were like on the road like
He looks
that
like
is in front of
He
your
looks like a
face.
grandmother and a grandfather combined, but not in a
My
good way.
God, he's grandma, grandpa.
God, wait, he does kind of look like my grandma.
Mm.
He has the same
Oh my
haircut.
God.
He has the same haircut.
Oh God.
I'm
That's
looking. I
actually
just now
hilarious.
look at. He's got like these like warlock eyebrows. Look at him.
He looks deranged. He looks
I
like
have
he just
all the
escaped a
power
fucking
I
prison.
could possibly want. Mwahaha.
But
He makes
yeah.
Emperor Palpatine put to shame, bro.
But yes, you saw this group on the highway, and Blitz's character Arthur, he recognized them as members of a cult group that he had been investigating as when he was a member of the Polish like special forces. Uh, they are the Children of the Apocalypse. They're not neo-Nazis, but I describe their beliefs as kind of Nazism, but they're not. I swear. I just described
They
things poorly
believe in
last time.
Nazism, but they aren't Nazis.
They're
There we
not
go.
Nazis. They just act like them.
But yes,
Yeah, sounds about right.
you saw this group. You got this information from Arthur. Gorham and Vincent then went out on like a little scouting run, and they encountered well, they didn't really encounter them. They just watched them drive by. There was a group of them in a truck, and one of the guys in the back of the truck was screaming through a megaphone about the Children of the Apocalypse's belief, even though there was no one in sight. So they're not playing. This group is not playing with a full deck. They're fucking insane.
I think their deck is just all jokers.
Without a rapper,
Exactly.
no less.
Oh.
And on their way back to the base, which we'll say you've come back by now, they encountered a guy called Thomas, who had escaped from the Children of the Apocalypse. I was about to say Children of the Two Divines, but
Children of the Corn. It's Children of the Corn all over again.
I thought you said oh no. Instead of corn, I thought you said something else. But
General Chat is fucking killing me.
give me 2
God.
seconds. I need to take a phone call real fast.
Oh my god.
But yeah, so long story short, after Gorham and Vincent finished up their little like supply, like a little scouting run, they met a guy called Thomas who had escaped from the children of the apocalypse, and first he ran straight into our basically like
Like quite
quarter,
literally.
quite literally, and like more or less like what is it in football like when you get like chest bumped really hard, pile
Oh,
drive
body
or
checked?
something like that. Body checked, yes, there we go. Basically body checked the dude, knocked him on his ass, and then well the guy basically said, okay, my family, they're being held hostage by the children of the apocalypse, and would you help me find them? Or would you help me get them out of the cult, please? And yeah, so that's where we ended. And yeah, so we're gonna pick up. You've all returned to the bunker. And I will put Thomas on this map, so he's there. And
Is that him? Yeah.
yes, yes. Now that I actually made sure his token was showing up properly. But yeah, so that's where we can pick up. You've returned to the bunker, and I imagine you want to discuss this rescue mission if you want to go on it.
All right.
Yeah. Um.
Um, question: have I met Thomas yet or no?
No.
No,
Okay. I'll wait until he's introduced to me.
Oh well, in that case,
No.
did we get a last name out of him?
no, just
Oh,
Thomas.
okay. Um. I think it was Gorham who gave him rudimentary medical aid.
Yes.
Is he in like perfect like walking condition, or is he limping like in a way that like he would need me to help bring him in, or?
Um, he's limping, but he can walk by himself.
Okay. Um. Well, Gorham opens up to everybody else and saying, yeah, so while we were on patrol, we met this guy. His name is Thomas, and his family is being held prisoner.
A prisoner
Cool.
by.
You know those cultist dudes that Arthur was that were walking by our base? You might have heard them
Yeah.
uh, shouting on a uh, on a loudspeaker while driving down the road. I mean, there realistically, if it's in like the same hex, you probably would have heard it. So.
Right. Yeah.
So she's
Yeah.
just like she basically is like Gorham is confirming that like the people we saw walking by our base and the people who were driving down the road preaching through a bullhorn, those are they're the two and the one are the same, and they are posted up in a nearby town, and they are holding this guy's family prisoner.
You know why?
I'm not sure. Gorham says as she looks over to Thomas because I don't remember if he brought that up.
I yeah, he did. Let me just
Oh,
do the refresher. Yep.
oh, he did. Okay,
So
then.
basically, yeah, so I escaped, and I had planned for the rest of my family to escape, but I got caught, and they beat the hell out of me, and I ran away.
Well,
So I
that didn't quite. Well, I'm sorry. Was there more?
collect the thoughts because I'm still giggling at fucking the Uncle Touchy variety hour, the shenanigans. My
Shits and giggles.
yes, he says my family's being held hostage there. You know, most of the people who join the Children of the Apocalypse are diehard fanatics, but my family isn't, and as you can tell, neither am I. Uh, I just really need to get them out of there. Anything
So,
bad happens.
so does that answer the question of like why are they being held prisoner? I'm sorry. I just trying to make
Yes.
sure.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, because they
So,
want to leave the cult and
Oh,
what's
but
your
it's one of those things like once you join, you can't unjoin or something like that.
yes.
Yeah,
Okay.
Yep.
well, how
Right.
most cults are basically.
Well, yeah, I
Yeah.
just want to make sure that was the reason and not something else.
Yeah. So I've heard.
Okay, well, so Gorham, we know where that place is relative to us, right? Like,
Yes.
okay, so yeah, possible,
I
yeah,
will
Chestakala, yeah, I see it. So, um,
right up here.
Oh, Apple Holland.
Gorham says, I mean, she, based on her desire to help this guy, but also kind of the situation is saying it's like, well, I mean, I was saying for our evening we could maybe you know swing on down to, like, she says this partially jokingly but also partially this is like, maybe swing on down to Chuck E. Cheese for a few hours and then pick these guys up on the way home, but since we can't do the former, let's do the latter. What do you
Sounds
say?
like a plan.
So
Seems like a good idea.
Sounds good.
Do we
Probably
know
need
what
some
the?
medical aid.
Do we have a basic idea? Well, I was gonna ask Thomas if he has like a basic idea of what the camp looks like, or where they're being held.
Well, it's a complete town. It's kind of got it's like the town and the countryside, kind of like where they intersect.
Mhm.
I believe I said last time there were like 20 people there, or it was like 20 or 30, correct? 'Cause it's
something like that. Is it now? The question is it 20 cultists or 20 people total, including cultists?
um 20 including like that's like the entire like population of like the cult.
All
Yep,
right.
right there.
Um, does Thomas
Mhm.
know? Well, two questions. Number one is, does Thomas know? Well, I guess it's the same thing. How many people of the 20 there, including his family, how many are not part of the cult?
Um, I would say about, including my family, 10. So like there's 10, like diehard cultists, and then 10, not
Does that
people.
10 include Captain Toe Jam?
Yes.
Who?
Okay. Um, so
Toe
one
Jam.
creepy old man and 9 delusional
Uncle
children. All
Uncle
right.
Uncle Chalice.
Oh,
Uh, so, um, all right, so, well, and I'm thinking between I mean, they have a slight numbers advantage, but we happen to have a Humvee that is entirely bulletproof.
No.
But Gorham does actually openly say, and this is something I'm going to try to pull as a play, like, in RP, just fair warning to everybody. Gorham, owing to her, I mean, she doesn't really outright say this, but owing to her kind of tendency to not really take things seriously, but also take a humane approach, she is probably going to try to convince these guys. I mean, similar to the Marauders in Session 1, just to say, like, why not just fight the Soviets instead of, like, doing all this?
Right. Right.
I
And,
will say.
oh,
Oh, go ahead. Sorry, I thought
I
you were
was just
done.
I was just gonna say right quick that, yeah, like, and I'm just saying that for emphasis that, Gorham's thing is that, she tries nonviolent solutions at first, but she will absolutely wreck your shit if as Plan B. So
Right. Yeah.
I was gonna say that. I mean, it could. Like, it's probably gonna be pretty difficult, but it could work for some of the people there, seeing as they're not
Mhm.
diehard fanatics. But for the others, just be prepared to be taken out like 10 people.
well, we can. I mean, well, Gorham's like, I mean, that's fine. I mean, I'd rather at least try, and if
Yeah.
and if they accept, then great. If they don't, then they can eat bumper.
In my case, they can. In my case, they can eat 5.56, but
I
same
mean, if
same
if
idea.
if we roll up there with the firepower that we've got, I'm definitely gonna think
Yeah.
twice about
Well,
trying to like.
well,
s-
in response to the whole thing, it's like, well, they can eat 5.56. It's like, well, why waste bullets? We've got an armored vehicle.
Oh,
Yeah, but I'm not gonna be the one driving. It's less fun that way.
Robert and Vincent, can each of you make me a like a recon roll, please?
yes.
Aha!
Haha.
Do I get my
Moment.
scout bonus to this for spotting others and avoiding ambushes?
You do indeed.
It also does beg the
Oh.
question, because I saw some tokens in here. We are having this
And-
conversation.
Holy
It's
shit!
oh my god, Vincent.
Jesus.
Oh, I
I'll.
was in the wrong player account. Oops.
My
Okay,
bad.
well,
That's gonna be fun.
Well, I was just going to ask before that gets resolved. I'm because I saw tokens in here earlier. I'm assuming we're all having this conversation in the bunker, right? Aside from the scouts outside.
Yeah, I just
Okay.
dragged you all so you'd be in
Okay.
the same general area.
Okay, because I was just saying, like, there's no way in hell I would want to discuss this out here and be like a sniper's wet dream in front of this open
No.
field.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. That'd be. Yeah. No.
And especially if the Colt is
Um.
gunning for Thomas, I'd rather him not be just out in the open waiting to get like plinked by a sniper.
Mhm.
Yeah. While we are talking, what's it called? I'd probably be like just gathering my gear because it seems like we are gonna be going out soon. Where is Thomas? Also, I thought it was. Oh, where is
He's
he?
in the upper right by like opposite of
Oh.
Gorham.
Oh, okay. Well, I was gonna ask him like, who is who is in his immediate family? Like, how many family members do you have in the camp?
I have my sister and my parents. Just
Okay.
so three
What are their
family
names?
members.
And what do they look like? Like, just give a basic description.
I will give you those names in a second because I forgot to generate some. But I will.
Gotcha.
And also, do we know where they are in the camp?
Yeah, I was gonna get to that.
Yep. Well, when I snuck out, from what I heard, they were taken to like the main like the main area where Lucas lives.
Hmm.
So like his house. I don't know why house was so hard to say, but there we go.
Gotcha. Now here's a question that I am curious about. Was there anybody out out of everybody? You said there's 10 people who aren't diehard fanatics. So is there anybody who you would know that would be willing to help you?
Uh, I doubt it, to be honest, because when I got caught, it was kind of the public shame of like, oh, if you follow this guy, we will shoot you and leave your bodies outside the town as a warning. So
Gotcha.
I don't think there's many that'll follow me.
That actually also begs the
Gotcha.
question. With this, I mean, cut me some slack if it's already been asked and I don't remember, but and does this guy actually even know if his family is still alive?
Yes, he does know that they're still alive.
Okay, so is there any evidence to question why they didn't kill his family in retribution for him leaving?
My guess is that they plan on making an example of his family. That too.
Well, I
Probably
mean,
a
if
bit
they
of
were going to
both.
make an example of his family, they would have killed them and say like, "This is what happens, if you or any of your loved ones run away from home."
Right.
Well, they probably want to bring him in too, just to have the full shebang. Get their cake and get the full piece of the pie. I guess I don't know. They're cultists. They're weird. They do things strangely, which is why I never understood cults.
The psychology of cults is very fascinating, but I will not go down into that tangent.
Yeah, that's a rabbit hole that can be explored for hours.
They're interesting in fiction, but boring as shit in real life, to me.
Oh, trust me.
Hmm.
Believe
But
me, I
yeah,
agree.
so I guess like to answer your question, Thomas is very positive that his family is still living. However, he can't be completely certain, is the answer I'll give you. They were alive when I got kicked out a day and a half ago and ran away. So,
Do you think it would be better if you stayed behind here or if you came with us? I mean, I'm sure it's probably better to stay behind, but I'm wondering if there's any sort of benefit, like advantage in our favor and his if he came with us.
Good question. Also, that does beg the question of who's going to stay behind to guard the camp.
Didn't we recruit a bunch of no-namers from that one town? Emily?
excuse me. I believe you did, yes. So there are
Gotcha.
people who are working at the bunker.
I mean, shit, we could just hire Michael and his guys.
True.
I mean, I guess we could just send the rednecks out to distract the cult.
I'm not talking about rednecks. What rednecks? Oh, those rednecks. Oh, never mind.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, because that's the last. That's the last set of Mike I've ever heard. Mike's guys? Yeah, you mean his cousins? Yeah, we could just send them to distract the cult.
Well, here's what we do. We get a hold of the Reynolds brothers and we say, well, no, we don't want to say Mike is in that camp because then they'll kill everybody in search of Mike. They're not smart enough to distinguish.
In friend info.
Well, pretty much. They think it's like, oh man, all of them are holding Mac House. We're coming, Mac, and then just start, going full auto on everybody in the camp. So maybe throwing the Reynolds brothers at them isn't the best idea, even if they are still in that town.
It depends on what you tell them to get them to go over there. You have to word it very specifically, like getting wishes from a genie.
Or you could say Jesus is there and Jesus, Love, and John live there.
Yeah.
You could say Jesus has liquor.
Well, no, or you could say, or I mean, it's Christmas time.
Bring your water bottles. He's gonna
Christmas
turn
time
them into
IRL
wine.
is saying like, Jesus. I don't remember, what day in April is, when Jesus
Easter.
died or what. Easter. Okay, so it's like around Easter time. So it's like, well,
Resurrection, rather.
Jesus is there like Santa in a mall, and then Jesus, Love, and John will go to see him.
I mean, Jesus does turn water into wine, so
Does he turn into
Yeah.
moonshine though? That's the fuel that keeps
I
the Reynolds
mean-
brothers running.
You
Anyway,
can tell them that it does.
they could probably take. They would probably take one
You
if you
think
offered
in
it to them.
Poland he just turns it into vodka instead?
Probably.
Polish Jesus.
Weird.
Polish Jesus does.
Polish Jesus.
oh Lord. Anyway, so all seriousness, definitely don't want to bring the Reynolds brothers into this. As for the original question of who's guarding the base, I mean, maybe it could be like hand wave it that between, I mean, like working together in that one combat encounter and then also Gorham advocating for sparing them and giving them a second chance, maybe they'd be willing to team up with us and stay here and look after our place for us.
yeah, of course.
Oh,
Alright.
you're talking about the
Definitely works.
Oh, now I remember. Now I remember. I understand it now.
Like there were those guys in session one, the alleged marauders that like you and Robert were like, I won't take you back in the woods, put a bullet in your head, and Gorham's like, no, and we spared
That
those
was
guys.
mostly Robert.
No, you were advocating
Yeah.
for shooting them too, Mister. But anyway.
After they fucking shot me, excuse you.
All right, thanks for confessing. Anyway, moving on.
Yeah. Before that, I was all for, hey, kumbaya, let's be friends, and then they shot me with a fucking sniper rifle. I think I was pretty fucking in my right to be pissed. Thank you.
Anyway, but yeah,
Okay,
so they could
so-
stay with us and look after our base. And then, did we ever settle on whether we're going to take Thomas with us or not?
What is the strategic advantage of us taking him versus not taking him?
He is from the town and he knows the layout of the town. It's the strategic.
Gotcha.
I've got an idea. Can we, one way or another, procure enough clothing to disguise him as somebody else so he appears as because we're all strangers to the cult. I mean, unless they have like a full dossier on us, which I doubt.
I highly doubt that.
Yeah, but like if we're all strangers to the cult, and then like he's dressed, he's wearing like camo pants, a leather jacket, like bandana, like balaclava, all that, like stuff to basically make him look like anything but himself. Then, I mean, do you guys think that's a good idea? Because
I
that way he
mean,
can just walk around with us and.
that
Yeah, I
kind
mean,
of
kind of remove some of that danger.
it does depend on one thing. If they're like are very like peculiar about like people covering their faces. I don't know, especially since they don't they. Well, I was gonna ask too. Actually, now that I think about it, is there? I was probably gonna ask Thomas. Like, is there anything like how exactly do they Fuck, I'm trying to think. Uh, like what exactly do they do to like procure their I guess their the fuck do you call cult like a potential cultist? I don't know. But basically just like
Aspirants, I
new
guess.
I guess, yeah. Like how exactly do they acquire their new
Recruit.
yeah, there you go. Even though I don't want to call them recruits, but I guess it's the closest way to put it.
I mean,
I
I
mean,
How
there's
think
do they
that's
lots
get
of
their new
ways to.
recruits?
I think
I
that's the
mean,
There's
proper
worse
promises of
ways,
term.
like
yeah.
promises of sex, candy,
I
or
mean,
whatever,
another
power.
another thing I was thinking, which is fucked up, but to be fair, I wouldn't put it past a cult. Do they like do they take people as like labor? Like,
Like
since these
slaves.
guys are like, yeah, do they take slaves? Is it
Nope, not exactly. So basically, how me and my family got, originally met the children of the apocalypse. It was shortly after the Russians invaded and like drove us from our original village, and we didn't have a place to go, and we heard the. This sounds so stupid. I feel like a goddamn idiot for falling for it, but we we heard the preaching. I'm sure you've probably seen it by now, where they go down the
Yeah,
road and all that. Yeah,
Mhm.
that we heard them, and they offered us safety, and we didn't have really anything to lose, so yeah, we went to Chestica. But
That is the story of my life. Um, but that actually begs a question. We could pretend to be potential followers of their cult and just infiltrate if we really wanted to, since they don't know who we are.
Well, the problem I'm seeing, I mean, Gorham doesn't really bring this up because like she's not necessarily like the master strategist that like I am as a player. So some things she says aren't consistent with me. But anyway, is the problem is that like if we try to bluff that we're joining the cult, um, it's probably going to look suspicious if number one we're rolling in with an up armored Humvee, number two most of us are in U.S. Army fatigues, and also the fact that I mean they'd
I thought
probably
we
also
got.
they'd probably also ask us to do something like okay, like give us all your guns and neuter yourselves as proof of your loyalty to Uncle Touchy or something. And
yeah,
then
like
naturally when people get cold feet about doing that, then they're going to know that we're posers.
Okay, well, that
yeah. I'm
last
not
part's
sucking.
yeah,
I'm
that
not
last
sucking a
part's a good
dick.
point.
I'm not
Oh,
sucking
oh,
dick. I'll
oh,
just put that
all
out
right,
there.
all right, all right. I
Jesus
didn't think that was
Christ.
on the table, but I mean,
No,
I
it's
guess
not.
it's a
That's why I'm saying.
possibility.
That's why I said it's
But
not.
Yeah.
my my
Okay,
thing was that I
so
was gonna ask, like, do we have like do we have I was gonna ask if do we have any civilian clothing, but that last part does make a good point. If they
I mean,
do
that might
ask us
be
to disarm ourselves, I'm not fucking doing that either.
no. Fuck that.
yeah.
And I
Okay,
think I'm
so
I'm the only one here who could actually neuter himself.
Wow.
I'm I'm gonna say this straight up. That was never on the table. Just
that we
just an
know of.
Yeah,
FYI.
And we know
that we
of.
know of.
No,
Why was it the first thing that came to mind though?
Look, weird cult. It happens.
Look,
That's all
look.
I'm
I
saying.
mean, I guess, but like, I wasn't even thinking that.
okay,
Guys, I
so
think we're the crazies.
Yeah, I'm starting
you're
to think that we're a little cuckoo too.
So
yeah.
are you proposing we remove the competition or?
Competition? No, they can't even compete. What are you talking about?
Right? They can't compete with our level of crazy. Fuck that.
Yeah, to be fair, they're fucking leaders of fucking. Look at him.
Which,
Look at him. He
yeah,
looks
right.
like he's been made out of Play-Doh.
He looks
Looks
like
like
if
he's
your
made out of
grandma.
Play-Doh. Look at him.
It looks like if your
We can't
grandma and
go
grandpa were
15
related.
minutes without just slandering this image.
Look at him. He looks
Okay,
like a fucking ball of Play-Doh that got
What
dropped
is
in
in
the
this
fucking carpet.
CSV file that just gets all the vitriol out of this entire group?
Sorry, but when you
okay,
describe his man as Uncle Touchy, I have to. I'm sorry.
Anyway,
all right, so
All right,
back on
continue.
topic. So the group inside, you're discussing this, and I will address Robert and Vincent, who've been keeping watch. Vincent, where are you like mainly like looking? Like when you're keeping watch.
I suppose I'll keep a. Well.
also,
Oh.
a
I'm
question I
probably gonna
have.
keep watch
Oh,
on the
sorry.
woods.
Oh, you wanted
I'm
to
gonna
say
put.
something, Cody?
Yeah, I was just gonna ask. Assuming they might be, both of them might be spotted, do they also get recon rolls to stay hidden? Because like Robert was in the bushes and Vincent's like up in like a sniper nest, like a blind.
Yeah, go ahead and give me a recon rolls as well to stay hidden. Even
Oh,
though
sure.
it won't really matter because you spot the person, but
Do our
you know,
fatigues add
flavor
to
it.
this?
Yeah.
Yes.
I would hope so.
Okay. Eddie, can I get a recon roll from you as well?
All right. A moment.
Don't forget to add the +1 from fatigues.
Yeah.
Shit.
Let's see. Recon. How do you do that? Add +1.
When you click on recon, it'll like show the like if you click on the skill.
Okay,
It'll...
my bad. I gotcha. Okay.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, I need
+1.
fatigues on my sheet because I don't have. Oh, I don't have them equipped. That's why.
Actually, I've got combat awareness. I've got scout too, which gives me a +1.
Well, it's
To
infiltrated for
avoid-
staying hidden.
Yeah. Okay. How'd that go?
Also make me another recon roll with scout, please.
Okay.
Mm.
Yeah, one moment. Let me pull this up. So it'd be +1 plus my +1 plus another one for my fatigues or not?
Well, fatigues is only for staying hidden. You
Yeah,
get
for
+1
staying
from
hidden. Okay. All
scout.
right. Well, let me pop that in there. Okay, there we go.
What's going on with my mouse?
Alright, so you both spot this dude. Because I will show you his role and how bad he did. He was not stealthy at all.
Where is he? I don't see him on the.
Okay, which is this dude? And basically, what I'll say basically got him spotted was he
What
came up
dude?
behind.
Is he? Oh, right there.
Yep, the token's just tiny. So
Who the hell?
he attempted to like come up behind the cow pens as like cover, but he walked behind one of the cows, and so you just hear like fearful mooing that draws your attention
Yeah, I bet they did. Look at him.
And
Looks
so
like
the
a ghoul.
no, he looks like that one guy from. He looks like Shark Boy from Twilight.
Okay, so you could thoroughly roast all the characters. I'll let you see a better picture of what he looks like up close.
Bro.
We'll fight
Bro,
for
why
you
is
until
it?
your heart stops beating. Can I have some of your popcorn?
He looks like Desmond Doss, bro. What's going on? He's got the World War II uniform and everything.
But yes, so you spot this guy, and
He almost looks kind of stoned.
Probably
Real.
is.
Or alternatively, like, you know that kid from Krampus, like the kid who gets pulled up the chimney, that sort of like dull, like
Mhm.
developmentally troubled expression he has. That's this guy.
Is he supposed to
Yeah.
be drooling?
No.
He,
It was
he
just
had an empty. That's all I gotta say.
the character picture makes him look much more stupid than he is, I swear.
Well, he got busted, so
Yeah.
Right.
So yeah, you see this guy, he is trying and failing to hide behind the cow pen. So what do you guys do?
I'm gonna go confront him in a positive manner. I would just hop out of can't seem to move my token. Anyway, I would confront him, hop out of my hide or whatever, and be like, "Hey, buddy, what's up?"
or you say,
Hey, how y'all doing?
And I'm just gonna silently keep an eye on this shit.
Yeah. So I'll
Sounds
say
about right.
you go over.
Are these tiles
Yeah.
combat scale?
10-meter
Very good.
hexes.
I have my sniper rifle out.
I'm like, "Got any weapons on you? If you do, a really good idea to put them on the ground. Not right now,
Real good idea.
And why should I do that?
because
I give a short whistle.
because of that."
Yeah, you just gesture over your shoulder to the fucking sniper
Yep.
and the scope
It's over
glint.
there. I don't want my friend putting a 50 caliber hole through your fucking chest if we can avoid it.
That's the Gorham way.
Yeah,
I
I don't want to be
see.
able to see through you.
Okay.
See, these are our cows, and yeah. So you might want to
Well,
just put your weapons down and talk to us.
Well, I ain't cattle wrestling if that's what you think I'm trying to do.
Well, you're doing something weird. You're creeping around our base like a like a scoutmaster. Like a
Jesus
you're creeping
Christ.
around. You're creeping around our base like a scoutmaster on probation.
God. Okay. So he will hand over to you a semi-automatic shotgun,
Okay.
and he
Okay.
will. Yep. So I'll actually send these to chat. I'll get. So he hands over that, and he'll also hand over a PSG-1 sniper rifle.
What the fuck is he doing with that?
Oh,
Good fucking
where'd you get this
lord.
from?
What
Kind of
caliber
uniform
is
is he wearing?
that?
Whose uniform is he wearing?
He's just wearing like a civilian cloak.
Okay.
Does he have any
Where'd you get
ammo
that?
for that shotgun? More shotgun rounds for my collection, said Horgus. Oh.
Where'd
Yes.
you get this? Where'd you get this from?
He has 10 rounds of shotgun ammunition.
I
Because
look at the
I know you'll
I look
ask.
at this. I look at the sniper rifle. Where'd you get this from? Did you find it somewhere?
I don't see how that is any of your business.
Okay. Well, this is Bundeswehr Bundeswehr issue. You don't see too many civvies lugging this kind of stuff around. Just saying. Why don't I let you talk to my CEO? Come over here.
That sounded so
I,
menacing. Come over here.
I'm glad it does.
While I'm assuming you're gonna kind of like go to him and like grab
Yeah.
the shoulder and like take him with
Yeah.
Make me a recon roll, please,
Okay.
as you're doing that.
All right.
Would that also
Any
go for
plus?
Vincent since he's staring at him like a hawk?
I was thinking that too.
Yeah. Any
Yes.
pluses or minuses?
For Vincent, I will say a -2 to Vincent, but it'll just be flat, Robert, because you're like right up in the dude's face.
Does Scout
Okay.
apply for Well, it doesn't matter because I mean he did pretty well anyway. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was just
Scout
gonna
is
say,
for spotting people not observing details. So I
well,
assumed it
I
would
mean,
apply.
I was just wondering if he had like backup, then maybe that would be applicable
Oh
for
yeah,
scout.
true.
Like somebody was going to jump
I,
Robert
I
while.
I thought this was something with like the details of the guy. I'll add my modifier if that applies. GM.
It's not needed.
Okay.
So basically, like, how are you leading this guy, Robert? Is he like at your side? Is he in front of you?
He's in front of me about 2 or 3 paces. I'm keeping my distance just in case he tries to tries to go for my gun or something.
Okay, so
Good
something like
idea.
that.
Yeah.
Okay. Vincent, you spot this. As you know, this kid is being, well, fuck it, kid. He's a very young adult, say. As he's being led around the cow pen, you do see that he has like something like shoved because he's wearing like a coat. He has something like in his coat that he's like going. Like he's reaching for something in his coat.
Like a knife.
I'm gonna shout on down to Robert.
Okay, and I'm gonna beat the fuck out of him.
God.
I'm gonna beat the brakes off of this motherfucker.
At this point, like, at any point, do we hear any of this shit?
I mean,
Especially the shouting.
you probably heard the shouting.
Yeah, I was about to say
Yeah,
the
I mean,
shouting definitely.
I'm yelling like weapon.
And then
I'm
out
beating the brakes
out the
off
door
of
goes
him.
Gorham because she heard her buddy call out.
Yep. So we're gonna do a little combat encounter. It'll probably not
Close
last
combat?
long.
Okay.
But yeah. So I will put who all is like running out the door.
Well, Gorham
Me.
and Edwin apparently.
I'm just gonna beat him up with my fists and my feet. My
Just go
dick.
fuck this guy up.
That
Fuck
Mikey's
him up.
mom's fist of fury.
And I won't back down. And I
In this case,
won't-
he's just beating the shit out of this guy. I won't back off. He's just pounding his face in.
Right? Like, whoa.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, no. Here's the thing. Robert, if you Robert, if you punch him, I've got this sound for you.
Nice.
Indiana
I need to
Jones
get
punch sound.
I need to get myself some like rubber bullets in this piece of shit or something.
I don't think they
Rubber
make rubber
bullets from
50.
50 cal? Yeah, I was about to say that
You'd
would
probably
suck.
still
gonna
wind up
have
killing
to
the
make,
person anyway.
Shotgun shells
Yeah.
they do. They make beanbag rounds.
Yeah.
Gorham, do you want a 1 or a 5
1.
for initiative? Okay.
Also, what is
Vincent.
what is all of our starting positions when this breaks out?
I will say that when this breaks out, that you all will be, I'll say like there.
Because I
coming
did
through.
announce that I was leaving the bunker first, so I feel like I would have a head start.
Yep.
Well, I mean, I did ask at the same time, but either or, I don't really
Well,
care.
no,
So,
specifically
like
I said
you're-
Gorham is running out the moment she hears Vincent call out, so.
Yeah, I said the same thing because I was like, "Do we hear anything?" And they confirmed that. Hey, I was like, "Okay, then I'm fucking leaving."
Vincent, do you want a 2 or a 6?
Lower is better, right?
Yeah, you'd want it to.
Then
Yes.
2.
And then Robert, you will have a 3 or a 7, and I'll 3.
Okay, that's fine.
Nice. So this guy's
Alright.
about to get fucked up from what I'm saying. He's like
So-
at the bottom.
So Gorham is going to move 2, try to do mobility to get in closer. So let's see. Mobility.
Ooh, I just remembered. I've
Oh,
got a
hold on, I got
knife.
private at GM roll on. I gotta make the reveal of that.
Oh, my sweet Jesus.
Yeah, so Gorham, just Indiana Jones seems like J.V. Gorham, like charges into the hex, has her shotgun pointed at this guy's face as he's reaching for a knife. Is like, please don't do that. And I want my slow action to be like, can I try to convince him to stand down, mainly because I got a gun in his face. Not to
Yeah.
mention there's already a gun to his back.
Seems like a good idea.
I'm still gonna beat him though.
Well,
Just saying. Pulled a
well-
weapon on me. Fuck him. I mean, not a lot, not heavily, but
Well,
Yeah, just give him a smack in the back of the head. You know,
I'm
just
just
like,
gonna
what the fuck do you think
knock
you're doing?
a couple teeth out, maybe
well,
bust his nose up
no.
real good.
Gorham's like, no. Let's just all chill. She still has her gun pointed at the guy's face, but it's kind of turning around to everybody, while still kind of keeping the situation where it's like, no, let's just not and say we did. Looking to the guy all sweetly.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yes.
I will say that you don't have to make the roll because as soon as he sees, you know,
Gorham blast out of the bushes with a shotgun.
Robert
Yep.
getting ready to beat the fuck out of him.
So yep. With that, I will say that combat is over because it sounds like you're not trying to kill him, right?
Remember the Gorham code? It's like she tries to solve. Hold on. Yeah, let me just pull up my moral code as a reminder. Yeah, Gorham's moral code: be a paragon in positivity and kill him with kindness. But if that's not an option, buckshot, bumper, and/or missiles will do just fine. So, if he still tries anything, then his head's Wikipedia page is going to be past tense.
Okay.
But I mean, if he surrenders, then Gorham's not going to hurt him, and she's going to do her best to make sure nobody else hurts him, i.e., Robert.
Yep. So yep, I'll end the combat because.
So I'm sorry, guys. I'm just. I mean,
Well, that was quick.
because we might be able to get some intel out of this guy if we treat him a little nicer compared to brutally beating him. He may be less incentivized to help us.
Yep.
Now we might even be able to turn him to our side.
He raises the hands and you do see that he actually pulls out of his the coat an M1911.
Oh, man.
He's gonna turn around and try and blast Robert in the face.
Oh man, I thought he had a knife. Shit.
Yeah, so he'll throw the gun away, hands up, and he says,
That was one of the worst things you could have ever.
Well, Gorham, she'll smile at him. She'll smile at him, the whole smile with teeth thing, and just hold out her hand, basically put the gun here.
You don't
Can
know
I grab?
how much pain we're going to suffer. I would have enjoyed beating you.
"Oh my god!"
Why is Gorham surrounded by sociopaths, bar Vincent, of course, and Henrik? But anyway, yeah. So she'll hold out her hand for the gun, take the gun, and I guess toss it over to Edwin. Because congratulations, you got two 1911s. You can be one of those Gears of Duty combat evolved characters that you've always wanted to be. That or Milsim as Captain Rex, whichever.
I'll just grab the ammunition and call it a day. Thanks.
Well, let's keep the gun just in case, but.
Yep.
Well, yeah, no,
Yeah, I definitely agree with getting the ammo. But yeah, so Gorham takes his gun, and she says, "Got any other tricks up your sleeve that I should know about?"
Yeah.
I really don't want this to, escalate. And Lord knows I've got a friend behind you who might be a little less rational.
Yeah, don't give Robert a reason to fuck you up, because he will indeed fuck you up. Is what Edwin
Ouch.
says as he's walking up.
And I'll enjoy it too. I lick my lips.
Oh my god!
Yeah,
Jesus!
Yeah, he's a fucking weirdo.
I'm gonna say that doesn't happen because just God no. Please.
God no.
You know what? Don't quit being a fucking psychopath.
Simmons couldn't even dream of being as evil as Robert's being right now.
Yeah.
Nah, Simmons has gone some weird shit, trust me.
Did someone slip a little something in his breakfast?
Someone
sorry.
tasted Robert's Cheerios. That's what happened.
I think someone put psychedelics in.
Robert may or may not have executed POWs in the first Gulf War.
Oh my.
Yeah, Edwin's gonna look at you at this point like, what the fuck did you just say?
Okay, so away from that.
Gorham is actually going to instinctively carry the guy away and sort of shield him.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, that's a little too crazy.
So
and I look at my character would look at Edwin and kind of just wink.
Oh my god!
Yeah, Edwin's just gonna be like, you know what? Let's move, please. Let's get away.
So yeah, the guy who calls himself Lek, he will say, I surrender, don't kill me. But you will not get anything out of me. I am the left hand of Lucas Zagorski, and I will not be threatened or intimidated by the likes of you.
You do realize you just gave us something after saying you won't get anything out of you, right?
Yeah.
Fucking
Yeah,
idiot.
By telling us that, he gave us some
Yeah.
information.
Yeah,
Gorm
not
did,
not
he was like,
not
yeah, about that.
now that you've told me who you are, I am going to do all in my power to get information out of you, either
I
cooperatively or
can,
uncooperatively.
I can get
Someone check
information
him
out
for
of them, but
GPS. Make
Yeah,
sure he
that's a
doesn't have
good.
anything to locate him, and then toss him in the bunker.
is the GPS system even working right now? World War III and EMPs and whatnot.
I mean, you could
Do they
theoretically
use
fix it, but
satellites?
Yeah, it does work on satellite, so it's probably not effective.
Are satellites even working right now?
Satellites are in space. I don't imagine that nuclear blast would reach all the way into space.
You can take out there are such things as anti-satellite missiles.
but
I
I
mean,
don't
yeah,
think they would be using ASATs in a
Yeah,
nuclear exchange. Like, I think that seems
I
kind of low
would.
priority
Mhm.
compared to nuking entire air bases.
I think it's a GM call.
Yeah, when
Personally.
in doubt.
I will say that yes, you have to like finagle it, but you can use like GPS systems when you find them.
I'm more worried about, does this guy have anything that others could use to locate him? I don't want him to
yeah,
be
that's
like a
Like a
Trojan
cell phone
horse
or
to just
something.
call the
Well,
rest of them.
I don't think this is that high tech of a time period where you could have that, but
I
it could
didn't
be.
think
They had
so
cell
either,
phones
but it's
back.
like double
They had,
check
I
it.
mean,
You
it's
never know what
good
these
to
guys
ask.
have.
It's just
I had a
Yeah,
cell
I
phone back
mean,
in '99. I mean,
You never know who has a fucking like satellite phone.
yeah,
right, but
true.
can
they
those
had
Those can be
be?
tracked.
Can those?
they had
Oh, they can.
they had regular
Yes, they
cell
can
phones
be
back
tracked.
in they had
They can
regular
be
cell
tracked.
phones
Yes.
back in '99. Yeah,
Can you can everyone try not to talk over each other, please?
sorry.
Yeah, I was saying that satellite phones can be tracked.
Does he
Then
have
can
one?
be can. Well, I mean, if he does have one, it can be tracked if they have any form of technology like a computer, like we have.
GM, may we search this man for any pieces of technology? Let's just
Yeah,
search him. Let's just pat him down in general.
not even pat
Yes.
him down. Just tell him to take off his coat for starters. Less things for him to hide shit.
Yeah. So you're able to pat him down, and all you find, besides like, he isn't carrying any like extra ammunition. Really, he has like 5 additional shotgun shells
Which are mine now.
in his pocket. Yep. So you have a total of 10, like 5 in the semi-automatic and 5 in this pocket.
Alright.
And the 2 other weapons he was carrying each just had like the one reel in them.
Okay.
What?
Can you add the weapons to either of the vehicles, and then I'll just take the shotgun rounds for myself.
I'll
Yep,
take the
that'll do.
magazine from the 1911.
So the only other thing you find on this guy besides like the weapons and like the extra shotgun shells is like a thin kind of like book. It's basically like it's like a thick pamphlet basically. Children of the Two Divines. That's
Oh
all
shit,
he's
they got a
carrying.
fucking manifesto. Well, fuck me.
It's,
They
it's
got us
not
a
it's not
defense.
it's not a manifesto, it's a molesto.
Oh, even worse. By the way, I was gonna ask Gorham. You don't mind if I take him for questioning? Because that's kind of like my thing at this point.
Can I tag along?
I mean, yeah, you can be there. I mean, I'm not gonna do anything unless he gives me the reason to.
Can I come?
No.
No, you are
No.
fucking forbidden from questioning anyone ever again. You fucking war criminal.
I'm not a war criminal.
You just
You said that
admitted.
you executed POWs in the Gulf War.
I was in the
Out of-
Gulf War, asshole.
out of character. That's a rumor, but he actually
A
did.
rumor. A rumor. Even if your rumor does a war criminal, that just dropped down your like my image of you so far deep into the pits of hell.
Webb, is there anything that you'd like to do? I realize I haven't really focused on your character, and I apologize. There you go.
This particular situation doesn't seem oriented towards me exactly.
Okay. I just wanted to double check because I realize I haven't really, only really addressed the couple people in the group. Just
Oh.
want to double check, man.
Yeah, that's fine.
All right.
Okay, so
So,
where are you taking this dude to
take him,
talk to him?
take him to the generator. It's the only room with a door that isn't to the everybody else, and I imagine it has no windows.
There's a
This is
small
very.
window
Oh
because,
no, that's fine.
fumes, but
Yeah, no, that's fine. Like I imagine it doesn't have a big window where like natural light can come in, because I'm gonna like have him like there in this dark room, and then just turn on the light suddenly as he's being questioned now. As so what does he like? What is he wearing? What like is for based off his appearance? Like how old does he look? No, that sort of thing.
he looks to be around. I could probably guess he's only around 20 years old,
Oh,
so
just
he's
like me.
Ah,
pretty young.
Gorm's 22, so.
Hmm.
I'm fucking. Oh, I'm compared to him. I'm fucking ancient apparently. Um, but I looked him and say, so, Lek, was it?
He'll just nod. Mhm.
All right. Nice to meet you. I'm Captain Mikolek, U.S. Army. So, quick question. Is there any particular? I can assume why you came here, but is there any reason why you came here?
Why I was sent here is none of your concern.
Mm-hmm. All right. Well, it's my concern now since you're sitting in the generator room that me and my compatriots here have, turned into our base.
I wouldn't have said that,
So
but
I mean, it's not like he's gonna be fucking. It's not like he's gonna be fucking ringing the dinner bell for the rest of his fucking guys. If he was able to track, if he was able to track down, they could only assume that, like, that's besides the point. It's not like we're gonna allow him to tell anybody else. It doesn't matter. They're not gonna be out of character. The way I see it, they're not gonna be able to fucking use this information anyways.
fair enough. Because I mean, definitely, one way or another, we're probably going to route the children before they have any chance to do anything
Oh
else. So.
God. Yeah, that's my thinking.
All
This
right,
is
so we're
all
on the same
part of the
page. All
questioning
right.
process. Yeah. So, so yes, as you can see, it's now my business. So, if you cooperate, this can go smoothly. Uh, you know, as you can see, you have a witness here. If you do not cooperate, I look over to Gorm and say, "This is all part of the process. I don't want to do it, but if he forces me to do things to him to get information out of him, that's forcing my hand. I'm letting you know as a disclaimer. Uh, it's kind of like a terms and conditions. If you agree to the terms and conditions, there's nothing. It's out of my hands. You
Are you saying
understand
that
that?
to me or to him?
I'm saying that to everybody in the room. Like
Oh.
basically saying like, yeah, like cooperate or else I'm gonna do things I don't like doing.
Well, I mean that Gorham doesn't oppose that because as has been said a few times, like she will try non-violent solutions first, but if people don't cooperate or they get aggressive, then that kind of forces her hand. So
Would
Then we're on the
alcohol
same
help?
she
page.
doesn't like indiscriminately killing people, but that doesn't mean she's incapable of doing it.
Well, yeah,
I'll be back in a
that's
minute.
that.
Take
Then
your
we're on
time.
the same page. So I look over to Lek and say, so I once again I will ask you, what is it that you're doing here?
My orders are private. I will not tell you.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So I'll
Gorham
go to
actually chimes in. She says like, now are you saying that because you're worried that we're going to kill your leader? Because that wasn't the plan at all. She says she's trying to kind of lower his defenses.
being good cop. I love it. You're already falling into my plan nicely.
Oh, okay.
I'm
Jesus
joking.
Christ.
No, I'm joking. I'm just saying, like, someone has to be good cop, someone has to be bad cop in this scenario.
And it seems like I'm
Uh,
always the good cop, like, because everyone
well, you're
swears.
so good at it. I mean, there's no reason, like, we can't have two good cops. It kind of defeats the purpose.
Right.
Could you repeat your question, please,
So
Cody?
Gorham, well, what Gorham said was, uh, would it help? And she's being totally truthful here, as discussed earlier. She's saying like, I mean, would it help knowing that, we don't actually have any plans of killing or usurping your leader?
Even if you did plan to do that, you are not able to do so.
What is your leader fucking immortal or something?
I can't tell if that's the
Oh.
character or the GM laughing.
That is partly the GM laughing because the it's kind of just funny to me. Um, what he'll say is, "I am done talking. You'll get nothing else out of me."
Oh,
So just kind of
okay.
like cross his arms and like sit against the or like lean against the.
Okay. So, I question. I'm gonna say that I'm gonna look to Gorm and say, "Hey, by the like I'm saying this to Gorm, and then I'm gonna ask him, "Hey, you thirsty?"
Are you saying that to me? You said?
Well, I'm asking him if he's thirsty, but I'm gonna ask you, like, is there water here?
Yeah. Gorham actually reaches into her, into her pack and pulls out like one of those like cans of water, like survival
I
cans.
look over to him and say, "Hey, uh, out of character, what's the temperature of the area that we're in?"
It's probably spring in Poland, so I don't know.
I'd say it's a clear day, but it's like 40 degrees Fahrenheit.
Gotcha.
Kind of
Okay.
nippy.
So I look over to him. I look over and I say, "You don't mind if I use some water real quick, right?"
You are not able to waterboard this poor man.
I'm
so.
not No, I'm not that
Whoa.
demented. I'm not that demented. For
Hi,
one,
Blitz.
no,
Yeah,
no,
that
no,
that
no,
that that was
Good
that was
no.
time.
There's other ways to use water other than waterboarding. What am I, the fucking CIA?
My bad. Should I use the back entrance?
Nah. No. I'm gonna tell him
no, that's
to.
what Uncle Touchy uses.
No, I'm going to dump the water on him.
Okay.
As I say, oh, you. As I'm then gonna say, all right, you enjoy your nice little bath there.
And Gorham looks at that and crosses her arms. She says, "Well, that wasn't very nice of you."
Well, he's forced my hand. No, he's gonna sit here and stay in his wet clothes until we come back to question him again. And if he has the same response, I'm gonna dump more water on him. Hell, I might even just take him out to the river.
Jesus Christ.
Um,
So we're gonna go ahead and do the interrogation rules.
well,
I'm
but
this is
which would be
before that, I was
okay.
going to ask one last thing that Gorham would try. I'm going to run this by the GM and the group alike. Is possibly, working off of what Edwin did to try to get this guy's trust. Is that Gorham, like, if Edwin says like, "Oh, all right, we'll see, how long you talk," and then he leaves the room, Gorham would actually try to get like a warm blanket for the guy in the hopes that maybe like the fact that there is somebody who is genuinely good and genuinely trying to support him, like especially after that, might change his tune.
I'm gonna put
perfect.
myself on mute real quick because I'm gonna eat.
All right. But what do you think?
Yeah, you're able to do that.
Okay.
I mean, yeah, that's fine.
So like after Edwin leaves, Gorham, pulls out a blanket, and well, it tries to like dry up the water so it's not just sitting in his clothes, and then gives him a warm blanket and uh says I don't know what all that was about, but I mean, if you talk to me, he might try that again, but if you talk to me, then and she's sitting like she's doing I'm assuming he's like sitting in a chair. She does the whole thing like when you're like talking to like a kid or something, you're kind of like squatting down, and she has her arms in front of her, just look like making eye contact with him, so she's on his level, not just like looming over him, and saying like, I mean, if you want if you want me to, I guess, kind of shield you, it would be ideal to talk to me. But I mean, other than that, he's probably going to try that again. I don't think I could help you a second time.
Thank you. Perfect. Absolutely beautiful.
I have nothing else to say to you. Then he will, just kind of. You see that he's like sitting down and actually like thumbing through like the little like manifesto he has in his pocket. Unless you took that away from him.
I'd say take that away from him. This is me. That's out of character.
Okay. So he's just
Um,
kind of like sitting there, kind of like
twiddling his
like,
thumbs.
yep.
Gorham sighs and says, "Well, I tried, man. Um, best of luck." And is going to start turning to walk out the door. So I'm just saying one more time: is he going to try to have like a wait kind of moment to try to call to her? Like this is potentially the last time like the token good teammate is alone in a room with him. So
I'm gonna threaten him with a rocket launcher the moment
what
you're
the?
gone.
What the fuck?
You'll not be able to do that. I'm gonna draw a line in the sand. I need to draw more lines in the sand, but you
Say I was gonna shoot
Yeah.
him with the
No.
rocket launcher.
Right.
All I did was dump water on him. Okay, that's the most I'm gonna do as a torture because I'm not gonna go and describe in detail what Edwin would do to someone. That's like
yeah,
torture,
let's
but
not,
it's not
please,
torture.
because
Yeah, that's why I dumped water on him. That's like
Yeah.
So
yeah.
anyway, but just as I said before, like I said, Gorham, the last sort of trick she's pulling is the whole thing of like, hopefully trying to get this guy to realize like, hey, this is potentially the last time I have one-on-one time with like the token good teammate in this like, bad batch. I'm trying to see, like, I'm just asking Emily, like, is he going to have a moment like, well, hold on, wait, and like he has a change of heart, or is he sticking to his guns and like being defiant to the end?
make me a persuasion roll.
All right, it's gonna go
I'll
horribly,
see.
but
Yeah, I'll actually have him roll off to see if he will.
oh god, I'm so dead. Do I get any kind of bonuses, like opposed social conflict or anything?
I would hope so.
I will actually
I would hope
show
so
this.
too, because I've got DD, so.
Yeah, I saw. I was like, yeah, I would hope so.
I showed that to all of you. The
Yep,
like
social
social conflict
conflict.
stuff.
Would more people on my side count in the sense that, like, we've got like a whole bunker full of people to his nobody?
Yeah, I would
Yeah.
hope so.
Yep, I'd roll that.
In the sense of what you ask for doesn't cost your opponent anything. I mean, Gorham's guessing that this guy is betting that like if he talks about Uncle Touchy that we're going to kill him, and she did insist. And again, this is true that, I mean, well, unless he does anything drastic, that Gorham does not want to kill him. Does that count? Like that he's not like forking over his boss's plans so that way we can go and kill him or something like that.
Yeah, I would say that
Okay.
applies.
Has he suffered damage or stress? Well, yeah, damage or stress probably. I feel.
I mean, stress from getting water dumped on him and insulted and stuff like that. Yeah.
Would that count?
Yes.
He's not sick. He is held captive. Would helping him previously count in the sense that like, Robert was like foaming at the mouth of like beating him senseless, and I alone stopped him from doing that?
Yeah.
Okay. Present my case very well, possibly.
I
Yeah, I'll
feel
give
like
it
you
to
did.
you.
All right. So let's see. That's a total +6. But
I think that's like a.
but hold on. The modifier's -1. I think the only one is your opponent has nothing to gain by helping you.
Yeah. And
So
I will also say that you will also get the penalized where you ask for something valuable or dangerous. Because, like, depending on what you ask him, it could be.
well, but like I said, I was just trying to get like basic information. I wasn't planning to ask for like any intel that would compromise him or his boss. I just, you know,
Okay. Yep,
like
that's fine.
and because like I said in the presenting your case and all that stuff, it's like, again, Gorham is guessing that this guy thinks that we're about to like seal Team 6, his boss, and Gorham's trying to make it clear that that is not the intent.
Okay. Yep, that's fair. So I
So
think
it's
there'll be
+5.
in total +5.
+5. All right, let's see how this goes.
This should be splendid.
I will push that D12. Oh shit.
Rip.
We probably got like
Alright.
10 successes. Well, not 10.
He beat you by 1.
Fuck.
But
Alright, well.
but you will
Rip.
get some information. I will say, even though you didn't like meet the like match or beat his successes. What he will say to you, as I will say, like you're like here as he's sitting there and you're about to leave the room, says, "Wait, I'll tell you one thing.
What's up?
If you take me back to the town, I can help you. That's the only way you'll get any information out of me."
Well, help in what way?
No doubt you want to weigh into, Zagorski's such, correct? You want to know where he is, specifically?
Well, out of character, I'll just kind of run this mainly by Edwin. Do you think it wise to actually, because we weren't necessarily gunning for the world champion child molester, we were just trying to save Thomas's family, and I'm just not sure if that's
Well,
something I should mention.
Would you invite me back in? Because my character's just waiting outside right now.
So if you're leaning outside, Gorham says, just a moment, please, and is going to well she's not gonna leave the room, especially if this guy isn't like cable tied or cuffed or whatever. She's gonna bang like her fist on the door twice as like a get your ass in here kind of.
Yeah, Edwin steps in and says, "Howdy, how you doing?"
What's up? She says that kind of gesturing over, our guest is a little more receptive.
That wasn't so hard, was it? I say that in like the nicest tone possible.
Yeah. Well, Gorham. Well, before response, Gorham does say the fact that like we he's offering to take us to out of character's name was Zagorski, right?
Yeah. AKA.
I remember all the horrible insults people make against him, but I don't remember his actual fucking name.
Yeah.
So, well, you know what? I mean, okay, I know his name, but from now on, I'm just going to use the many like slurs the group has come up against him, and hopefully that's just understood as his name, not Gorham in character calling him that.
Yeah.
So, so she basically says like, we weren't after the creepy man in the big white van, but I mean, she's saying this not necessarily to where the guy can hear it, but it's like, you think we should tell him about what we're really after, or should we just play off of this?
Well, it depends. What is he offering?
Well, he offered if we take him back to the village that he'll provide us assistance. He said he would help us, get to Zagorski.
Well,
wow, I actually
I'll-
used his name. Wow.
Well, I'll look over to him and say, "Well, here's the thing, buddy. We don't want to go after your boss. Like, my friend here was very truthful about that. I can even confirm that we are not after your boss."
Gorham, yeah, what he does
Unless-
like very truthful. Gorham gives like another pleasant smile and like the Vault Boy style thumbs up, just like in
Yes.
her art.
I'll say, you don't have to bring us to your boss. We're just after one thing. But if the only thing you wanted, like, he's saying, like, would you help us get this thing? And we just, like, pretend that you guys don't exist? Or, like, is that something that's off the table?
Make me another persuasion roll, please, Ghost.
Gotcha.
Is
See,
it the
this
same
is actually
like same modifiers?
Yeah.
Okay, so enjoy it
well,
plus
that is
5.
a yeah, that's a that's a duty 12. Oh well, whatever. I got 1, sadly.
No, you did better than I did, so.
Yeah, I guess I did.
Why are his stats so high? I just realized. Not Edwin's, but Lutch.
Yeah, I was probably gonna ask too, like,
Like cult indoctrination.
True, I guess. What did he get? That's my question,
Yeah,
because
I
I
don't see
can't
what
do
he
anything
got.
else.
I will keep that secret for now.
Oh shit.
Okay.
Just
Yeah,
a little bit of.
like I said
Robert
before,
did.
Emily, like a certain conservative Zeltron said when his Sith high school club was disrupted. Oh shit.
Well, I
Exactly.
look over to him and say, look,
Yeah. Please repeat your question.
look, we're not after your
Or
boss.
what you were gonna say, please.
Yeah, we're not after your boss, but would you help us with what we're after and we pretend like we don't exist, like we don't know each other? You can go about your day. You know, I don't agree with your methods of what you do, but at the end of the day, if you don't bother me, I won't bother you. Just as long as we get that one thing.
Of course.
You know what I'm saying?
Of course. I'm more
Mhm.
than happy to do that for you.
Is he actually laughing out of character? Like in
I
character?
will say. I'll
You'll say what?
say
Oh.
that's partly the GM tried to be sneaky about what this dude is, really thinking. But you do see, like, as he's, like, nodding and agreeing with you, he has, like, a great big, like, kind of like a smile is starting to, like, light up his face.
Once
As he's
again,
like,
quoting
oh,
our
yeah, of
loon.
course I'll
Oh
help.
shit.
Yeah, I look over to Gorum,
Exactly. It's
and
not exactly a Joker's grin, but,
Not exactly
if
Simmons when he sees a child.
Mr. Simmons was somewhere
yeah,
in the
but
universe,
if I notice this, I'm gonna, well, for one, I'm gonna ensure that he's not gonna escape. So I'm gonna make sure he's like tied up to the chair. Nothing crazy, not like full on bind like hogtied, but I'm just gonna handcuff him to the chair. Make sure he's not gonna move anywhere, especially since he's next to our generator. If he fucks with that, I'm gonna be pissed. But I'm gonna tie him there, and I will make sure the
Threaten him.
blanket's nice on him, just because Gorum went out of her way to put a blanket on him and got the
Right.
information.
Threaten him
So
with
I'm gonna
Robert.
make. No, I'm not bringing Robert into this. Okay, that's the last thing I'm gonna do. Look, I have my methods of doing things. You
Robert
have your own.
Redstone is gonna become the new he's gonna become the new fucking Simmons in this
Yeah, no,
universe.
he's on track to
Good
be
theory
the
stuff.
Robert
latest
Redstone
issue
is the
of
new Simmons.
War Criminals in Twilight 2000.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
because I was gonna say
I'm
it's like,
gonna.
Ed went. Just a joke. I was like, do I use my Simmons toxin against him or do I call in Robert? Hopefully you develop an immunity to the former. It's like I consider this chemical weapon more humane than Robert.
Yeah, but I'm gonna make sure he's tied up to the chair, and I'm gonna take Gorham out of the room.
Okay.
Like I'm gonna be like, all right, so he's full of shit. If you couldn't notice,
He
he's
is.
lying about something. Yeah, that fucking weird ass grin he gave. I've seen it on any fucking criminal I've ever encountered. Remember, I was a lawyer.
You were a lawyer.
Yeah, I went to law school. How do you think I became an officer in the army?
I don't know. You went to college. You went through OCS.
Well, yeah, that too. But yeah, I was a lawyer. That's my But yeah, he's saying like, yeah, he's full of shit.
Well, Gorm, again, not taking the situation seriously when they say like you were lawyers, it's like I had a summer job working at my grandpa's construction company. That's why I'm able to
Well,
carry
good
so
for
much
you.
stuff.
Oh, that's good for you. But yeah, no, he's full of shit. I
Especially
mean,
in Arizona, man. Like, whoo.
oh, you trust me, Arizona's fucking brutal.
Jeez. Sorry, y'all. I'm finally back.
No problem. But yeah, no, I'm gonna. How you doing, by the way, Astro?
I'm all right. Why?
Robert's been in the army for
No,
24 years.
I don't know how you've been. I don't know how you haven't been dishonorably discharged by now, but the way you've been working, holy shit, executed prisoners, man, it's fucked up. But
Rumored. Not proven.
rumored.
Rumor.
Okay. Well,
The fact that you're
but
rumored, just that alone just scares me.
yeah, that alone piques
That
my
doesn't
lawyer
inspire
interest.
confidence.
Exactly.
Exactly. That already alone piques my interest as a man of the law. But continuing on with what I was gonna say, to Gorm that like, yeah, I'd keep a close eye on him. Good thing that you did what you did. It definitely got the information out of him. as I explained to Gorham the method that I was working. Basically, I was trying to act shitty, but also making him uncomfortable as possible. It's gonna get him to like squirm and all that. You know, he's like uncomfortable. Obviously, being in wet clothing isn't very comfortable at all, especially in like a fucking cold, dark room.
Yeah,
It's
you know,
very
come to think of
uncomfortable.
it, that doesn't sound like a good time.
Exactly. It also means that I don't have to get my hands dirty by fucking cutting him or anything. I'm not. That's not my MO.
Yeah, you're not Robert. Just don't tell him I said that.
Yeah, I don't plan to. Trust me.
So,
But yeah. So good thing. All
something
right.
I just sorry.
Go ahead.
Something I'll just point out real fast that both Gorham and Ghost and Edwin would have noticed is that during that entire like encounter, he wasn't like he was like cool as a cucumber basically. He wasn't like, upset, nervous, like twitchy.
Well,
He, didn't really display any of
well,
that.
it only just began. This isn't like a short-term thing like most like quote unquote methods of interrogation. This is like a long-term thing. You know what I mean? Like making
Yeah,
him
I just
as
wanted to point
uncomfortable.
that out that, you know, in
Yeah,
the
that's fair.
little like time you had, he wasn't like, shook. He wasn't
Like
Yeah,
traumatized.
shaken. There we go. Yes,
yeah. If
I was
I
about to say
wanted to
shook,
shake him,
but
if I wanted to shake his like core, I would have done something differently. But again, I'm not a monster. Like I'm not gonna lose my humanity just because this one guy came into my camp and fucking, was waving a gun around. I'd be fucking killing everybody. But the whole idea was to make me out to be a huge piece of shit that's gonna make him as uncomfortable as possible and to make Gorm this like epitome of like kindness.
So basically what she
Which
already
is
is. Alright.
well, yeah, but to him, I gotta make you look like the fucking Messiah herself. Make you look like the Virgin Mary, so this guy looks to you as like you're his confidant. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the whole
Because
point.
on
And to
top of that,
me,
the
I'm
fun
the
thing with
fucking devil.
Gorham is that she was genuinely unaware of all of that, and she was just being herself that entire encounter.
Well, yeah, that was why I said perfect because I knew you were gonna do that. That was the whole plan. You played into the plan without knowing the plan to begin with. It was perfect.
Yeah.
That's why I even texted in the chat. I was like, perfect. Smiley face.
I'll always see that.
I love it.
So
Yeah.
I have a
But
question for you two.
What's up?
what's up?
How'd it go?
How'd it go? I mean,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we got
how'd
him
it
to
go?
talk.
you got him to
Oh,
talk, but he's full of shit. I don't believe
Well,
much of what he says.
he's
So.
got like Gorham
do
kind of
any
picks up
work
on
on him,
what
Captain?
what?
Do any work on him, Captain?
No,
We
stay
already
away
worked
from
on
that
him.
room. Stay away from that room. If I catch you in that room, I'm fucking beating you.
Would it help if he was drunk?
Maybe actually, that's a good idea.
Me or him?
Yeah, definitely not you.
Definitely not you. I say Henrik, if you want to also get him as tipsy as possible, go ahead.
So I
You're
can
gonna apply. You're gonna give him some Reynolds Brothers brew, so his.
We
Just
want to
don't
get
give
him
him too
drunk, not
much.
kill him.
Why?
Yeah, I was about to
Why,
say, don't
man?
fucking don't give him liver damage.
I can
Bad way to
spike the
go.
beer so he thinks he's only having a beer, but he's having a bit more.
Well, actually, let me
No,
ask you. Let me raise this point. Because I definitely, on one hand, I like the idea of getting him drunk to, get him a little more talkative, but he's probably going to be viewing that as extremely suspicious. So,
Right.
well, it
Problematic.
wouldn't be as suspicious if it came from you. If you look like you were giving him just water, it
but
would
he's going to
definitely look a
smell
lot
it, and
less
it's going to
suspicious.
smell and or taste like beer.
No, not if you use
Yeah,
something that is
the
odorless.
friendly American handing you a beer and drinking their own.
Hey, who said I'm
Exactly.
American?
Well, not. I'm saying Gorham. Gorham's American.
Gorham.
No, me.
Yeah,
The
No,
one
no,
that's
no.
already
Gorham's the
been
one
the
giving the beer, like
peppy,
actually
friendly
bringing
one.
it to him.
yeah.
Because he
Gorham's the one
trusts
that's gonna
me.
be. Yeah,
American
exactly. That's the
tradition.
point. Yeah, I look over to Gorham and say, if you're perfectly fine with that, that's a perfect idea.
Just out of character, you're saying like having a drink with him?
Yeah, having a drink with him, but also getting him as drunk as possible.
Uh, the problem is that might get me drunk too.
No. You'll be that shit will be watered down for one. If anything, halfway through just drink water.
Yeah.
Just
Oh,
don't.
hell, why drink beer from the first place? I could just have like a beer flask, and then just fill it with fucking water or something.
Well, have the first one be beer, so he tastes that you're also drinking beer.
Well, he
In
doesn't
case
have
he's
to
like, hey,
smell
let's.
what I'm drinking. He just sees a flask, and it's like, all right, good enough.
Well, it's gonna be suspicious if you be like, hey, let's have a drink, and then he was like, you know what, let's switch. You know that whole like switcheroo thing. You know, it'd be a lot less suspicious if you guys
Unless we
switched.
planned on the switch and then we switched around to start with.
Nah, that's too fucking complicated. That's making it way too complicated. Just have the first drink be beer. You
What
know,
about
you get some.
just?
Go ahead.
How about I drink with him? If I get a little drunk,
What if we just
that's
play
fine.
Britney Spears? What if we just play Britney Spears in the room till he cracks?
What?
What?
That's
I
a
don't even
war
know if Britney
crime,
Spears is
so
out.
no.
Yeah.
Yes, he was.
Well,
Look,
okay.
look.
That's
guys,
exactly why he suggested it. This is Robert we're talking about.
Exactly.
Okay, so Astron, you were saying?
we must challenge him to a battle of wits. That is what I am saying.
How about if I sing to him? Just start playing the fucking guitar in the room. Just like, whoa.
Edwin the Guitar Lord. Hold, let me get the GIF.
Just this 31-year-old fucking army captain is singing while playing his guitar.
No, I was okay. Ignore who is playing the guitar. This is going to be Edwin.
What?
What the fuck is that gift? There's got to be a better banjo gift.
Oh no!
Why does the banjo have a swastika?
Oh shit! I'm dead. Man, I'm dead.
You're you're
What the hell
So-
is this shit?
for our viewers who will watch this in the future.
I didn't post it in the video. It's just in Discord chat.
Yeah,
Yeah, you do not
it's
show
very
that.
funny.
I'm not gonna kill myself by.
That's how you nuke your channel, bro.
Yeah.
Don't
Right.
do it.
But yes, so I'm good with this plan for you to, give him something to drink and, loosen
Loose
his
lips.
lips. Who will be giving it to
Worst
him?
case, if you won't
That's my
drink,
question.
no.
You know
no, I
what?
shouldn't say that.
You know what'd be even better? What if we
Simmons?
just? What if we
No.
just? Sorry.
I held back. I realized that I have to be the sane one in this party.
Hold on. Wait.
I felt the cold chill of Simmons right down my
How-
spine.
Wait. How about this?
I think his
Wait.
spirit tried to possess me for a moment.
Oh my god.
He
I mean, he
Astro, that's not a good
did
thing.
get killed in Steel Talons, so his soul is floating around in the multiverse.
Real.
boy.
Wait. Hold on. Real quick though. So you know what? Let's just eliminate who's gonna do it. Why don't we just have it be like, oh, we're just all having food together, and just invite him too, just to show, Gore, you extend the invitation, be like, hey, we're gonna eat. Why don't you eat with us? And then we just like pretend like we're
Great,
all
we all
drinking
get drunk.
alcohol. No. We're not, let's just pretend we're drinking alcohol and just get him as drunk as humanly possible.
Fuck you! I'm getting drunk.
Okay.
Well, whatever you want. I don't care. I'm a
I
smoke
bought
cigarette.
vodka.
I
I
don't get
better
drunk.
use it.
I don't
Okay.
get drunk. I smoke. But yeah, no, yeah, just extend the invitation and then just like have the chair just like next to one of us or something.
Yeah.
And we just like offer him food and you can
Okay.
whatever you want to do. Yeah. It eliminates having to have one person do it and instead just have the entire group do it.
Yeah. So
So I
Robert's
would
sitting
say
at the
that-
opposite end of the table.
Yeah, no, Robert's sitting next to me. I'm gonna keep him in check. Don't worry.
Gotta put a
Yep.
child leash on him.
Fuck a leash. I got like a chain. This is very
so
bad, by the way.
Where are you going to have dinner with this dude?
We have a
Let's
dining
just
room
have
in
it
the
here.
bunker.
Yeah,
Don't
we have
we?
a dining room.
Yes.
Don't we?
I
Yeah.
was just checking because I don't know if you wanted to take him down into the bunker proper.
Yeah, that's a good point. Because he might see the layout of the thing in
Well, I
case he
mean,
realizes.
we just put a bag over his head and then just keep him in the fucking just put him in the thing.
Well, Gorham wouldn't really want to do that because
Well,
she's trying to. She's
It's
trying
not like
to
we're strangling him.
Well, but you have to understand the approach that she's taking is she's trying to treat him more like a cranky guest rather than a prisoner of war.
Well, I mean, there's a fine line here because on one hand we are extending hospitality, but we also don't want to give away our secrets.
Well,
Same way as he's being secretive.
I've got an idea.
What's up?
Could we? Because he hasn't seen that we've opened the hatch before. I'm assuming the hatch is closed.
Yep.
We could just assume that, like, oh well, we haven't been able to get this hatch open, so we're setting up our like little ad hoc dining room here.
We could
So
do that too. I was going to offer to
Yeah.
have it here.
Yeah.
Sure. I mean, you could have him set. You could just have the chair just there. Hell, we could even bring up like a fucking makeshift table. I don't care. Let's just
well,
have a little picture.
but then that might raise a question: where did that come from? So
Yeah.
Well, I mean, that's just me shitting. This is me saying shits and giggles. I'm just like, yeah, whatever you guys want to do, I don't care.
all right, well, let's just
So-
set up a little dinner or lunch actually, given the time of day. Let's set up lunch in this open like main area. And like once all the food is out and stuff, Gorham is going to sort of like, you know, again, cheerful, goody two shoes, hair of gold, heart of gold, smile on her face. She's like she leads up at the door, and says, "Hey, Lutch, you want to join us for lunch?"
Yes, I can eat.
All right, cool. So and because he is, I mean, is he actually like handcuffed or is he like cable tied, Edwin?
I would say he's handcuffed.
Okay. Do you provide me the key?
I mean, if you want, I can either give you the key or go with you. It doesn't really matter.
Well, yeah, just either way, I just have the key, so just unlock it. Obviously, Gorham's going to kind of exercise like a honor rules trust sort of thing, like she is armed. Like, don't force me to do anything drastic. So
yeah, everyone here is
no,
armed.
yeah, right. No, Robert, no, he is not.
Yeah, I was about to say, keep Robert in the corner.
Move.
Timeout.
I'll sit near. Move Polish Tom Selleck, because basically Gorham will be by. Oh no, hold on, that's the wrong person. Sorry, I Lutch is
Yeah,
over
he's
there.
over here.
Okay, so in that case, move.
Yeah, just switch Tom Selleck.
Yeah, sorry about that, Emily. I thought this guy was Lech, so. Though actually, that does
No,
beg a question. Lech probably or Thomas should not be here.
Yeah, keep him somewhere else. If
I'll
anything,
go
have him in
my
the bunker.
house.
Well, no, we don't tell him that rudely. It's just explain like for your own safety, in case and obviously bring this up before we bring Lech out, like just in case Lech doesn't know that you're here, it's probably best that he doesn't see you. So like he can go into the bunker to eat, or he can go outside, hang out with the cows, or whatever he wants to do, just as long as he's not here.
Yeah, he'll have company. But yeah, no. As a token of like, so I'm gonna do this as like a what the fuck. I'm sorry, that caught me off guard. But as like a token of like, you know what? Hey, like, no hard feelings. I'm gonna offer. I say like, hey, look, you drink?
Now there's two
Depends on what's being offered.
Well, I mean, well, I got whiskey that my father gave me when I first commissioned. It's very nice too. It's 25 years old, older than you for one. He says kind of
older than me, Gorham says.
Just the way Robert likes him.
What the fuck is wrong with you? Don't listen to him.
Oh, if this is the new Robert voice, I'm liking this.
Yeah, don't listen to him. But I'm gonna offer him the whiskey, and this is the one shot I'm gonna take. I say, hey, you know what? Here.
What did you say, Emily? I'm sorry.
I'll say in a second.
Okay, yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, but I say here, token of no hard feelings. You're a guest. Here you are. As I give him a little bit of drink from my canteen cup.
Gonna give me a drink, Captain.
Well, I was gonna.
You are.
Sip, 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 sip.
Oh,
I don't want to.
I swear to God, Robert at some point he's gonna take Arthur's place with just like spinning across the room, going and attacking.
You know, ever since Robert's new transformation, I'm gonna sleep with my pistol now. I'm sorry. I'm sleeping with my pistol. I don't give a fuck. No one can tell me nothing. I'm sleeping with that pistol.
Web. Make me a medical aid roll. I want you to make this to kind of be like a gauge of how much you think you could give Lek, and he would like loosen his lips.
Okay.
Alright. Oh, me?
Yeah,
No,
like
no,
assess like
Henrik.
how much of a
Well, wait, who are we asking?
Henrik, he's the medic.
Oh, okay. I was confused because I heard Edwin. I was like, what the fuck? Okay.
Yep.
Actually, would any of his gear help?
You can push that roll if you'd like.
Like gear.
Yeah, like would the doctor's kit have any sort of
Excuse
thing
me.
that would help or something? Like in terms of
Yeah, I'd say you'd
equipment,
be
it
able
could
to
have
add
like
that
something
bonus,
like
so
a
you can
all right +2.
like.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
2d10, yeah.
Well, it wouldn't be 2d10, it'd be d12 plus yeah. Oh shit.
Sheesh.
Shall I push that?
You might as well, because the one
Yeah.
point of stress you could probably just recover from. There you go, from
There
like
you go.
rest.
There we
Yeah.
go. Yep.
Or just having a.
'Cause you will
I'm pretty
be
sure you could
able to get,
recover
like,
from eating too.
rest. Yeah.
Having some
So
good old time.
Yep. So this medical aid roll, you suspect that to really get like Lek talking and like get his like lips loose, he will need to be given like 2 like drinks, like liquor,
Good.
like whiskey, vodka, heavier
Yeah, I got
stuff rather
whiskey.
than beer.
Yeah, good, because I'm not giving him the good shit. The fuck? This is like very
why my-
sentimental to my character.
That's why my original plan was to give him a beer spiked with the moonshine.
Yeah, no, I mean, I already gave him some whiskey, so might as well. It looks a lot less suspicious too.
Robert's drinking a little moonshine right now, just a little sippy sip.
Yeah, no, but I give him the 2 shots. I say,
So you're all
so,
gonna
like,
kill your brain cells before you head into battle.
I swear,
No,
this is Robert right now in terms of just like him drinking.
A goblin.
No, just
hell
shaking
yeah.
and sweating and having crazy eyes.
Just gulping it down like it's his last thing he's gonna drink ever.
Been in the army for 24 years. Robert can handle his liquor.
Yeah, you've
Heck,
mentioned.
Or it's like you've been in the army longer than I've been alive.
That's right, son.
But yeah, no, I look over to like I'm gonna casually say this, like it's more like I'm bringing it up as if it's like a casual conversation. But like I mean, if anybody has anything they recommend, I say to him, because maybe out of character, because in character I wouldn't know. Same thing that Cody says all the
And
time.
Robert, would be,
Yeah.
as Robert's drinking his drink and eating his meal, he's staring at Lek, just staring at him.
Jesus.
It's like,
I'm gonna. Do I see this?
the GM is uncomfortable.
Yeah, I am
Not
also
just Lek,
uncomfortable
but
now.
the GM is uncomfortable as well.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna address that. I'm gonna be like, Robert, you can stop staring at our guest like he's a fucking piece of meat. Thank you. Please,
Robert
I
kind
beg of you.
Robert just kind of folds his hands and like looks down, like, oh.
Not too bad. But yeah, no. So I say to Lek, like, so out of character, just because I don't want to. What's a good question that you guys think I should ask?
Well, I mean, are you talking about like questions about like what we're trying to get to the bottom of, or?
Well, I mean, just in general, like, not to like, because I mean, he's drunk, but also doesn't mean he's completely stupid. So, like, I'm not trying to.
Well,
I'm trying to bring it up as a like regular conversation. You know what I mean?
I mean, you could ask him. I mean, just small talk stuff, maybe like, you know,
Oh,
have you
I have a
been
perfect idea
have you
actually.
been, like have you lived in Poland your whole life, or I mean, because well, do we know if he's Polish?
Well, actually, I was gonna start with like, so tell me a bit about yourself. Like, are you native here? Have you lived here your entire life, or?
Yeah. So I will make a little roll. See how
What?
well he holds his liquor.
Like a fuck you, that's why roll, or?
No, it was a cuff, and he does not hold his liquor
Finally, somebody
well.
else had terrible luck. Jesus.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
So I say to him, so like, yeah, so like, how long you been out here?
So let me first describe how he starts acting when he's drunk. You see that like once he drinks it, gets like the red in the face, like the flushed cheek, and you actually see that he looks very sad. And when you start like talking to him, he actually will start like like sniffling and actually starting to cry. He's like,
Gorham leans over and gives him a hug.
"This is the
Yeah,
first
perfect.
time I've been able to talk about myself in a while."
But at this point, I'm gonna get
Like,
closer to him just to like, I'm gonna get a little closer just to like, show the like to pat him on the back, like, there, man. Like we've all been through,
Like I
we've all
said,
been through a
Gorham,
lot. Just
she's to his left and kind of like leaning to the side and giving him a little hug and a pat.
yeah. I'm gonna say to him like tell me about yourself, man. Like what's got you out here, bro? Like
Any kids?
well,
Family?
Oh my
the
God.
Sisters?
please
No.
stop. You're making it worse.
if you actually say that in character, Rob, he's just gonna break down and cry.
Oh god.
Good.
You scare him. You
Good.
scare the shit out of this kid.
No, this is Robert right now.
Ah,
I'm gonna look to him and say, you know what, man?
yeah, he would
You
say
know
that.
what?
Robert would say there's some shit.
Jesus.
I'm gonna like talk to him like I would like my character would talk to his kid. He's like, you know what, man? Look, like I like you kind of you gotta understand, man. Like everyone out here, they have their own struggles. Like at this point, Robert, like Edwin's gonna like kind of actually like like to get to the bottom of it. He's basically gonna say like like I've been through things myself. I lost my brother to this war. It took a lot out of me. Like I even show him like the unicorn. He said this is the last thing I had for my brother before he died. And like it's been hurting a lot. I don't really tell the group this. I don't think I've really told the group this, but it's taken a lot of me. And honestly, like I go every day thinking that like I need to get back to my family. And I mean, do you have like like I say to him like like do you have family, Black?
No, I don't have anyone anymore.
It's okay, man.
Out of
Like
character, I think
at
I
this
know why
point,
he joined this cult.
yeah, at this point, I
Right.
I offer like a shoulder to cry, and I say like, look, man, I got two kids at home. I understand what it's like to to like I understand, man. It's okay. Like, I took care of all my siblings. I've always been the parental figure. So if you need a shoulder to cry on, man, I got you.
I don't need a shoulder to cry on. Just what do you want to know? Leave
Look,
me
man,
alone
it's not what it's.
afterwards.
Look, I don't want to have to bother you, but like we just want to know how to get the people who don't want to be there out of there. Like I understand. Like imagine this. Like I don't think you'd want to be forced to stay somewhere you don't want to. I mean, everyone has a family. Imagine what those
Why?
people are feeling like.
Yeah, why did you say that right after he just said he doesn't?
Well, I'm not saying like everyone has like something they want to strive for.
I know, but you
Like
specifically
basically.
said everyone has a family right after he said he doesn't.
Well, I was gonna play on to that like like
Oh Lord.
you might don't trust me. Like let me speak. Let me speak to the people. Trust me. I got this. This is all for a reason. I say like like everyone has someone they want to like everyone has something they want to live for. Everyone has something they strive for, and I imagine you don't want to be the person to like force them to that forces them to feel the same way that you might feel. I mean, because I know that like not having like I can understand the grief. Like I'm basically saying like I understand where you're coming from, and I don't think that like you know I understand like basically saying like you it probably hurts a lot, and I don't think you want to be the reason that someone out there is hurting.
Oh, I bet I am. Oh, feel even.
Look, man, like you have a bright future. You're young. You have a bright future. Like you have a lot of things you can
Poland's,
strive for. Why
Poland's a great place
settle,
to grow up in.
Robert? So help me God. I will shoot you in the back of the head. Let me have this moment. Sorry about that. So I continue on. I say, look, man, like everyone, like everyone wants to live. Why prevent people from living the life they want to live? And I know that you want to live. I mean, you're here, aren't you?
I don't know why I am anymore.
I felt that, man.
Like
I've,
like at this point, he is just kind of like, devolving into like sobbing tears. I will say at this point, you won't be able to get much else out of him until
Want a
he's,
cigarette, kid?
fucking Christ.
when you keep
I,
talking to him, Robert, he like just starts bawling like a baby.
He's scared of you, Robert.
Oh, I thought it reminded him of his dad or his mom. Or something.
I highly doubt that.
Well, no wonder he turned out so like fucked up if that were the case.
Yeah,
I
I'm
ain't got
not
any.
saying that.
I ain't got no
I
kids that I know about.
yeah, but I just looked
That I
to
know
Lek and
about.
say, look. I just say to Lek, like, look, like I don't
Jesus.
want to ask too much out of you. I just want to ask that, hey, if you could help us out from one person to another, from one human being to another, not only will I won't bother you, but I'll make sure that you get something out of it.
I don't have any really good information anymore. I was sent out here on basically a suicide mission to scout out your base and, report back. And now that I've been captured, things won't go well for me.
See,
I don't
man,
know what to do.
for starters, like I wouldn't do that to you. Like, I see more to you than just some pawn. You know, like I wouldn't send you out on a suicide mission just to just to get some information that it might not even come back to me.
If anyone
They
tries to
didn't
You know
go
what I
even
after
mean?
you,
they didn't
if
even
anyone
send me
tries
out
to
with
go
any
after you, son,
food.
they'll have to come through me first.
Oh, wow. Okay, suddenly you care. Noted.
Gotcha.
But then again, he's probably
I
saying
say,
that so he can kill more
Crazy, not
people.
good or evil, just crazy.
yeah. I look to him and say, like, look, man, if it were up to me, I make sure that you are okay. Because you know what you remind me of?
What?
You remind me of my son. Remind, you know, and personally, personally, if it were up to me, I'd make sure that you were not only okay, but you got out of here safely. You got to live your life. And obviously, if someone's sending you on a suicide mission, they don't have their best interest at heart. Not me. Not me, though. So why don't you help us out and we'll help you out, man? Because there's so much you can strive for.
All right. I guess I can give you some information. I need to take a nap first. My head hurts.
Hey,
Oh.
man, look, if whatever you want, we got you. I say as I look over to Gorman and say like, you know what? Yeah, you got some good food. How about you take a nap? How about you go take a nap, man? And we can talk about this later.
Yep, he'll agree to that.
All right, bet.
Can we set up a
I get it.
tactical hammock for him?
Yeah, actually, I was gonna say that I could we could tie a hammock room or something. But yeah, look, I get up, I look over to Gorham as I kind of give like a little smile, like I'm not all evil incarnate. I'm not a bad person.
Yeah, thinking back, she was like, all right, fair enough.
Like I'm not a bad man. I'm just a man forced to do bad things
I
to
mean,
survive.
And then
oh,
meanwhile, there's Robert over in the.
Yeah, Robert's a different breed. He's admitted to
smoking,
doing crimes.
smoking
I'm a
unfiltered,
lawyer.
smoking unfiltered Polish cigarettes.
Meanwhile, I got fucking Marlboro Reds in my fucking front pocket, just smoking on them. It's my last pack. It's too bad. But yeah, no, like I look over to
He's
Gorman, like I say, like, well, looks like we did it.
Yeah, we did.
yeah.
I say, well, glad that turned out the way it did. So now I think I need more than one drink. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go take a seat now.
Well, before you
good,
do
that's
that, what is our next move?
Storm
Well-
the base. Kill them all.
No, no.
No, we talked to him.
You are a
We
real
dis-
fucking two-face, Eddie. Just
Yeah,
saying.
no
we,
shit.
Your brother is
we-
fucking two-face.
Man, a quarter.
all you need is a quarter with an X on it. and
Yeah,
then
well,
you'll
no,
be
I just,
Two-Face.
well, I would give him one of my Chuck Bucks, but the problem is those are actually sacred to Gorham, so.
Yeah.
Those are for people
I
that
say-
Gorham has helped, not people who need help.
But no, I say, well, we let him take a nap. We discuss it further, we try to be as nice as possible. No, we're nice as possible. We tell him that, like, hey, we're here to help you, stuff like that. If you help us, we'll definitely help you. Maybe even offer him a place in our group. Yes,
And I
Edwin
think
actually
that-
says that.
Yeah.
I think
that's
we
a
need
good
to tell
idea,
him.
Captain. We could use them.
Well, hold on, what, Henrik?
I think we need to tell him that we're trying to save somebody else's family.
Well, yeah, that's what I was gonna get with once he woke up.
Excuse me.
And yeah, other than that, I'm gonna go drink now.
Join me for a drink, Captain. I've got some of this moonshine I've been
No.
sipping on.
No.
No. No one in this.
I've opened up
no
some
one-
old wounds that I kind of want to be
no
alone
one-
for.
No one in this unit likes to drink with me.
I'm sorry,
think I
man.
know
It's not hard to
why.
see why.
I think I
Well,
know
that and
why
also
Robert is
'cause
going loopy. It's all the
that is
Reynolds brothers moonshine.
Right.
yeah,
It's not
probably,
too
but
bad.
also
It's pretty fucking
Edwin
smooth,
is
to be honest with you.
smooth is the last thing I thought I'd hear someone say about fucking redneck moonshine, but can color me impressed. But yeah, no, Edwin's actually like now kind of like opened up some old wounds after that conversation, so he just wants to be alone.
Oh, well, Gorham, I mean, ever so carefree, kind of doesn't really pick up on that, but does pick up on his feeling blues, like whatever it is you want to talk about it.
I did kind of bring it up talking to him, like I said, my brother was here. He kind of discloses how he died. He died in the nuclear blast. He was part of the unit that was in the area. I only found out during my mission, and it was the reason I was captured. I was reckless after I heard the news. I ended up falling out of the helicopter after one of my assignments. Now I've been trying to get back home. I'm just getting homesick now. I like, and at this point he's not even describing him as his brother. He's like saying like, that kid. I watched him grow up. He followed in my footsteps, in our father's footsteps, and then our grandfather's. Sorry. Uh, you know, my parents were always busy, so since I was the oldest, I always took care of my siblings. So, kind of felt like I lost one of my kids when that happened. And like I said to all of you, this is the last thing I have of him. He takes out the coin.
The coin, and God, imagine something like later on, fucking Robert takes it for himself and turns into Two-Face. But anyway, jokes aside,
God.
That'd
yeah,
be horrible.
yes. Well, it's nothing that you haven't done, right?
Well, Edwin, in this case, Edwin would be Batman in the sense that he would beat the fuck out of him for doing that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's gotta be Arthur. Because Arthur's already Batman
Well,
and Alien.
yeah, Arthur.
Just-
Yeah. What I was
Yeah.
gonna say is that Gorham, like her parting words to Edwin, think about is like, well, I mean, if it's any comfort, you're setting a good example. I mean, whether he's around or not, I mean, keep moving forward, keep leaving footsteps for him to follow one way or another, and gives you like
Yeah.
a pat on the shoulder, and unless anything else is said to her, she just leaves you to it.
He just mouths out "thank you" as you leave, as he just like turns around and walks off to wherever the hell he's gonna go.
Generator room, I guess.
Yeah, probably just gonna sit in the old seat that belonged to our esteemed guest and drink.
Just don't stay in there for too long. You're gonna be huffing all the generator fumes. I'll really be seeing shit.
Starts fucking having it starts having a fucking flashback.
The
Jesus.
carbon monoxide sensors in that room don't work too well.
I know that from personal experience.
Been
Fuck
huff. No
Rob,
wonder.
then the-
It's a mix of huffing fumes and drinking moonshine that's got Robert so loopy.
You know
Robert's
what?
cooked.
Everyone will
God,
get an extra XP tonight on top of the usual 5 because just the insanity of fucking Robert Two-Face Rumstone and shit. But yeah.
I feel like I definitely feel like my character went out of his comfort zone by revealing such deep information just to get information out of somebody else. But now he actually looks at Lek and kind of sees his kid. So there's that too.
I think the kid will crack Captain. Just lean on him
Well,
a little bit more.
This is out of this is out of character.
Uh,
But don't worry.
Okay. So
Actually, just real quick, theoretically, Edwin, do you have a buddy?
No, actually, he does not.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, my character's
know.
been kind of to himself.
I could be your
That's
buddy,
part.
Captain. I'll
No,
wipe your ass one night.
Oh,
that's
if
most of
there
the
was
reason why. The reason
Any-
why I've kind of kept him without a
Anyone
buddy.
tries to come through, anyone tries to get you, they'll have to come through me first, Captain.
However
kill 'em.
comforting that is, I don't I don't think I could handle that information being known. But the reason why Edwin has like kind of been so like standoffish when it comes to like downtime is that reason, and also because he uh he doesn't really like because the rest of you kind of want to stay. Edwin kind of wants to leave, so it's like he kind of feels like divided. You know what I mean?
yeah.
So I kind of kept it that way. But I mean, if you want to like, if someone offers to be his buddy, he won't decline.
I mean,
Like,
Gorham was not necessarily offering outright. I'm just saying that if you want somebody to put as your buddy, I feel like that might apply.
yeah, I don't see why not.
Okay, so that's now 4 people that have Gorham as their buddy.
Well, I mean, you did have a heart to heart with him, so that's like the only person. You're the only person who's actually done that. So
I love it. Such nice
Yeah.
role play. Kudos, guys.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay. So does anyone want to do anything else this like day is over?
Well, I mean, in character, like the only RP thing I'll probably have Edwin do at this point is after doing a bit of drinking, he's just gonna start playing guitar, singing some fucking sad ass song as he's like in the room.
Play some Leonard Skinner, Captain.
Some freaking
You
Bob
just-
Dylan.
Yeah,
Just
no,
like,
he like
Oh.
writes his own song about like he sings it in Polish too. He's like singing it up in Polish. He's basically talking about like his experiences and like his
Now, are you
His,
drumming it calmly, or are you,
It's like
it's a
thrashing.
very it's a very soft like like it basically it's like one of those sad songs with an acoustic guitar where they're
right?
just
Well,
like
I was just making a joke about the like Hitler the Guitar Lord gif.
I mean, you could call me Edwin the Guitar Lord.
Okay, so I'll go down the list and Foundry, like not Foundry, Discord about like if your characters want to do anything else. Astron, is Vincent going to be doing anything during the like night and early morning shift? Besides probably keeping watch.
Honestly, he's probably just gonna be dedicated keeping watch. That's his job.
All right,
Aside from sleeping, of course.
cool.
Makes sense.
Well,
Yeah,
because
of
I was
course.
thinking what we could do is that we could potentially like hang out in the blind, and then like take turns, like sleeping and then keeping watch.
That sounds good to me.
Robert
So,
will
well,
be
I was mainly
making,
referring to Gorham and Vincent, but
Yeah.
I mean, if you want to, that go for it.
Robert will be making the kid a gift.
Oh no.
I mean, I've got pretty decent
What kind of
recon,
gift,
so I could do
first
that.
off?
Oh,
Yep.
God.
A
I'm fine
jail
with
go.
you can do a shift of watch. Yes, I'm fine with that. If everyone else is.
Robert just like whittle him something, like a little, like I don't know, animal or bird or person.
What was that sound?
What sound?
I heard. You know what? Never mind.
Creaking? That's me.
I
I
heard
fidget a
like
lot.
a. I heard like a. Like a. But you know, don't worry
Oh,
about
that was like a cutting sound, like
it.
that.
No, but you know what? Never mind. Don't
He'll like
worry about it.
he'll whittle the kid like a little figure, like leave it on his like nightstand without him knowing. She's got like
So,
on of A.
so basically did Robert flip his two-sided coin and it turned out
Yes. Yeah.
okay. Oh God.
It landed heads. It
Oh
landed
God.
heads.
Oh God.
Under the heads. Lovely.
That's nice. Um,
He's my
Blitz.
son now. I'm taking him under my wing.
Oh no. Oh God.
It's like
Oh boy.
Palpatine and what's his nuts all
Oh
over
boy.
again.
I'll be watching your career with great
Anakin.
interest.
Jesus Christ. I can't remember that. Okay. So Astron will be keeping watch. Blitz, is there anything that are doing? Are you even there, Blitz? So next question, did you fall asleep?
That even fucking Palpatine. Uh, Blitz, are you there?
Uh,
I'll take that as a no.
yep. So I'll skip him for now. Cody, what will Gore be doing?
So after the usual like basic things like use the bathroom, brush teeth, etc. Because there aren't any dentists out here, or at least that Gorham knows. So Gorham will be hanging out with Vincent probably, based on the plan of like sleeping sleeping in the blind in part because number one that she knows there's somebody there watching her back, and also the fact that then that way when Vincent goes to sleep she can take his position, and also because if Vincent like spots any trouble and like calls for like, oh guys there's something out here, then she's already right there. So that, I mean, Gorham is basically just handling basic like you know basic human needs.
Okay, great.
As boring as that is, I feel like it's probably the best time to do so.
Yeah, definitely. Edwin is getting drunk off his head and singing sad songs. Unless
Yes.
there's something else. Okay.
I mean, after I guess I could do something after all of that, but that's probably for the next.
Okay.
That's probably
That's
for
fine.
like the next turn order.
Okay. Eddie, you said that you were gonna be Robert will be whittling a little like toy
Yes.
soldier.
And making him
What?
a jail girlfriend.
What does that mean, I dare ask?
Don't worry about it.
Wait.
I
I
don't
thought you
want to
said
know.
GI Joe
We're gonna
girlfriend.
Jail
Oh
girlfriend.
God.
we're
Oh
we're
God.
gonna
Never mind.
We'll just skip
no.
past that.
We're just gonna yeah.
no.
In other words, look at images and notes. It's Edwin's coin.
Nice. Webb, what will Henrik be doing?
Guess I should probably take a look at that computer.
Oh, all right. So, in order to do that, I'll pull you all down for a second so I can. I'll just move you as a group so we can.
Ooh. Actually, I forgot that we had a computer. Oh God.
Oh yeah.
How could I forget? Can I actually, after all the shenanigans that Edwins does do, could I have him do one thing? If that's okay.
Sure. Oh god, there's
Cause
2
I will,
Roberts in the
oh
We've,
no.
in the mess hall.
we've
It's
multiplied.
upsetting.
We've been breeding. We breed
So
by
wait,
mitosis.
where's the computer?
It's here. It's in this room. This is like the control room.
Oh, okay. So I
Well,
mean,
you do know it's, I mean, Henrik, right? Who was.
I was gonna actually ask him, like, I was gonna ask, like, who, like, uses the computer, so I could ask them something. I'm
You have
guessing
a
it's Henrik
question?
who. Yes, I was gonna, like, I was after all the stuff that, you can obviously tell that he's definitely like, he's got like
I'll
some
be right
like
back.
Reddit eyes and whatnot, but he's like, hey Henrik, I have a question for you. How is the computer in working order?
I believe 3 of them are. If I
Is it
remember from
is
the.
it capable of any communication to the outside world?
I don't think I've had a chance to check that yet.
Well, I mean, if you do manage to, obviously, I would like to contact a few people if that's okay with you. As he says it as he like kind of pulls out a photo of his wife and 2 kids and says, "Well, that being one of them, obviously."
I understand. I'll see how secure of a communication we can get, because we don't want to let the wrong people know that we're here.
Oh, good
Of
point.
course. And after that, if you are able to get in contact, could you see if you can get in contact with any military presence, possibly in Germany? I did want to try to get in contact to see if I can get out of here. Not that I don't enjoy your guys' company, but I I want to get back with my men. I want to
I
make sure that
imagine
they know that I'm still alive.
I imagine we'll have to get you over the border if
Yeah,
you're going to be leaving.
yeah, that's probably what's gonna end up happening. But for now, I want to see if I can get in contact with them if they're even still around.
Yeah, I
Because if
wouldn't
they
expect
aren't,
an air pickup.
oh yeah, no, fuck that. Not after the last time. Yeah, but I just want to make sure they're still around. Wanted to tell my family that I'm still alive.
Hmm.
That sort of thing.
Yep.
Your mom and dad, I'm doing fine. You guys are on my mind.
That is exactly what I was imagining.
That's what?
Mom and Dad, I'm doing fine. You guys are on my mind.
Doo-doo.
You asked me how I wanted to be, and I think it's plain to see I want to be in the U.S. Army. It's perfect.
I want to be in the U.S. Army. I want to go Army. Like in those like commercials that go Army.
Go Army, be Navy. Oh God, my stomach. Oh shit. Oh my eyes.
I love
Oh,
it.
oh God. I'm sorry. Oh, it's hilarious. But yeah, no, that's like
Fine,
the
I love
like
it.
he. Yeah, he says that he's like, thanks. I really appreciate that. Sorry to bother you, Henrik.
That's okay.
Thanks.
We're all want to get home at some point.
Yeah, I mean, last thing I want to do is, not be a father to my children.
Yep.
Whew,
Yeah.
that was
The
funny. I'm
bees are
sorry.
okay with all this, with the nuclear blast that happened.
I'm just hoping that the United States wasn't hit by any of them.
Yep.
Though, I mean, my family's in Arizona. My dad was always a fucking nut. He I'm pretty sure he built a bunker in his house. You know those Vietnam vets, they can get pretty weird. Oh
Honestly,
god.
I don't know because I'm not from the U.S.
Yeah, I mean, he says, how did you end up here, anyways?
Okay. So I need to make a roll.
Yes.
Oh, a
It
roll
will
of
be
Or
what?
alternatively, it's
a
like
tech roll.
your answer is basically, I just remember opening my eyes and seeing somebody say, "Hey, you're finally awake."
That's Edwin personified because he broke his legs, passed out, and then woke up in prison. Hey, you're finally awake.
So,
Well,
Scrolls 4 Oblivion, where you break out of prison and then you watch the Emperor watch him get murdered by an assassin. It's like, well, you gotta go do something about it. You're a prisoner, but you gotta go do something. But
lovely.
back on track. So yeah, it will be a tech roll, and you can use your computer's specialty
That's what I thought.
to Yep. All right, nice. So yeah, so which console were you sitting at specifically?
I guess the important question is which one works.
Whatever console he goes to, I guess I'd join him because I am very curious.
Yep. And I just mainly dragged all the tokens into this room so you all could kind of see what was happening rather than just sitting in darkness.
Yeah, that makes
The type
sense.
of map that doesn't have token vision. All right. So as you sit at this specific console, you flip the switch and turn it on. You see that this console itself, it's like a numbers station. Like it's sending out at so many like a measured interval like 15 seconds. It'll get to the end of the sequence and repeat. And you can't really tell why it's sending out this number sequence. I believe it is cryptography.
Yeah, cryptography.
Yes, yeah. Because there's a specific specialty.
Mason,
breaking
what do they
code.
mean?
Yeah, thank you. I didn't want to interrupt, but I typed it in the chat. The numbers, Mason. What do they mean?
What do they mean, Mason?
John. Sorry.
But yeah. Basically you can decode this number station. It will just take it'll take 2 shifts of work to do it. It's 2 8-hour 2
Yeesh.
8-hour periods. Excuse me.
16 hours in total. Holy shit. This is gonna take a long time. That's like most of the day.
Yeah.
So this is actively going.
Well, it was stopped, but then you turned it back on.
Okay.
I'm gonna look over to Henrik and say this is a lot of numbers.
This is gonna take a while.
I can imagine.
Probably a couple days. Let's see what the status of the other ones are.
Sure.
Yep. I will need a tech roll at a minus for this console.
Minus what you said?
1.
Oh,
So basically it'll be a flat roll after his computers. Alright. So you manage to turn on this console. It is it's like a PA system for this. It's a PA system for the bunker.
Oh my god.
Hey, at
So-
least I got it working.
Yep.
Nice.
And you do see that at one point there was like a radio like station that it could have been like been broadcast through the speakers. But from like the busted like thing, someone like busted the the radio for the PA system because they didn't like the music.
Well, fuck them. Whoever did that, fuck that guy, girl.
Okay. Well,
I will say that you're able to see like a what's it called, an eight track? Is that what before it was cassette tapes, 8-track
Yep. Yeah.
tapes? Yep.
Mhm.
You see one like in the top that you can like pull out. Yeah, it's like old like think like gospel like choral
Doobie
music.
Brothers.
We can record over it.
No, you can't. On 8-track.
Damn. Well, never mind. Well, fuck. We got a gospel tape basically.
We need some Jesus in our lives anyway, son.
Definitely you. You definitely.
No, because he's gonna he's gonna be like the fucking Robinsons. He's gonna fucking justify his actions with Jesus.
Jesus
Oh,
won't
never
do
mind.
it.
Jesus willed me to slit those guys' throats.
You know,
That's
that
Robert.
reminds me of a guy. That reminds me of a guy with the basic whip who went AWOL because Jesus told him to do it. Turns out he was schizophrenic.
God, they let him in the
Yeah.
army.
Well,
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
no, his recruiter lied, and he somehow managed to get that far into it. The worst thing was that I was on fire guard with him that same night, and he was reading the Bible out loud and waking everybody up,
Oh
walking
my!
around talking about God is good, and I'm just sitting here like, well, you know, I'm kind of scared to go to sleep now. Like this guy has he had a Gerber with a knife,
my-
so I'm thinking, well, shit, I might get my throat slit in my sleep. I'm not sleeping today. This is
I'm
one of the
sorry
many
to
things
laugh
I
at
deal
your
with.
story, but
I mean, it's funny.
It's
So
it
hilarious.
made me.
It is
made me
hilarious. So
anyway,
it's funny now, but terrifying back then.
Yeah. So I won't even have you make a roll for this console. Yeah, this is a like big like words. Is it broadband radio? Like it's one
Shortwave?
that like if you would like. Pardon?
Shortwave?
Can-
Or long wave?
I think long wave is what I'm talking about because it can actually like you would have to like boost the signal. I would need like a tech roll to like after
And
actually get like a good
that
enough
might be shortwave.
signal.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not sure which is which. So that's a GM apologizing.
it
But
doesn't matter.
yeah,
We need real world terms. Tell us how
this
it
is-
works, and
yep.
that gives us the information.
Go.
It's a great big like it's a radio like you can receive signals and send out signals.
Like a ham radio?
And basically, or like a ham radio. It's what.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah,
There we go.
I think those. I think that's shortwave is what you're thinking of. It's like kind of limited
Yep.
for range, but good shit.
I
Yep.
do know that I'm pretty sure that you can bounce those off like a certain layer of the atmosphere and get much further.
Yeah,
Yeah, you
shortwave.
could
Yeah,
probably.
I don't know nothing about that.
Yeah, you can probably like.
Radio
You could also
biology.
bounce it off towers and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I look to Henrik and I say, I'm guessing this is the one that you would need to use to get in contact with anybody from the outside world.
Yeah,
Just from
I'd
my
say
experience.
so. Probably need to make some adjustments.
Yeah, that makes sense. If you need any help, I mean, I'm here to, I'm not too tech savvy, but if you need me to hold a flashlight or something, I can do that. Just don't yell at me like my dad did.
You know, you've got no idea how useful having someone to hand you stuff is.
Trust
It's
me,
very
I know.
effective.
I wanted to do it with my kids, but I'm stuck here. It's a
We'll see
valuable
about
lesson
getting
in
you
life.
back.
Thanks, I appreciate that.
Cigarettes.
As
Maybe I can teach you something while we're at it.
yeah, actually, that'd be very nice of you. I don't want my kids telling me 20 years later that I don't know what I'm doing when it comes to
You'll
technology.
20 years later, well, I can say, well, 20 years ago, I used to be able to muck around with some Comtech equipment.
You might
You know,
be
he
about
always
Suddenly, it's
180 years off from that
the
lingo, but
tell them like I hit one up. You know what? Back in my day, I fell 20 feet out of a helicopter and broke both my legs. What are you
I
doing
still
with
and
your
can't
then
life?
and then there are all the
walk
kids with
straight.
jetpacks. You're like, yeah, whatever, Grandpa.
Well,
Because
fuck
remember,
you too.
this is 2000. People think like 2007 is the future, or at least they did back in the 80s. I mean, it technically was,
Yeah,
but not the future they were expecting it to be.
yeah.
Yep.
My character's like, that's like basically my character being called OK Boomer to his face by like his grandkids or something.
Was it
That'd be
like
sad.
it was one of it was Back to the Future 2 where the future was like 2012, right?
It was
Or they went
2015
into
2015.
the
actually.
future like 2012, 2015, yeah.
2015 was just
It
like
was one of
completely
those
crazy.
things, so yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
looking back when it came out, a little bit of a side is that yeah, that is the future technically, but it's closer than we think. It's like a lot of like 80s like sci-fi movies.
Well,
It's
the
like
alternate 1985A, that is our future.
yeah. Um which funnily enough a couple of like the like 80s sci-fi movies like Demolition Man for example, the future is 2032. It's the year that they're in. So that is
And,
we're way closer to that than we think.
and with all the political correctness, society is way closer to that than we'd like.
Yeah.
And that movie actually predicted a lot of things, but back on topic.
Back on topic
Yeah,
before things get too
so
depressing.
you got the exactly. Oh yeah, one more aside. The world of Demolition Man is horrifying. The world that like is like proposed in Demolition Man is horrible dystopian like disguised as a utopian like society. It's the last thing I'll say. But yeah, so I will say that that will take the rest of the night. You guys like activating the consoles, seeing how they work. So I will bump us ahead to dawn on the 4th.
Yep.
Did it?
Everything happens at dawn.
Oh, on the 4th, not the 5th. I clicked the button too many times. But yeah. So, you all were able to eat and sleep. So you
Heck
can
yeah.
heal a stress point and, heal damage if you have any.
Yeah, I also need to subtract some rations from the um Humvee. Let's see. So where the hell was the food? Oh, okay, clean water 42. So I'll drop that down to well, how many people we have? 6. So nobody touched your like personal stockpile. Just subtract from the vehicle. So 42 minus 6 is 36. And for food, where's the whoa? Um, why does it keep scroll? Okay, somebody editing something in the
Oh,
vehicle because it keeps scrolling me to the top.
yep.
Um,
Sorry about that. I was adding the weapons. I'd
okay, thank
forgotten
you.
to.
Yeah, because I was about to ask about that earlier. Which vehicle had the animal
Sorry about
meat
that,
in
Cody.
it? Domestic food 31. Okay, it's in the chicken shit. So 31 minus 6 is 25, if I'm not mistaken. So 25 domestic. All right, so I subtracted 1 food and 1 water per person in the party.
Yep. And I have added the weapons and the magazines that you
Okay.
got from Lek.
Well, I took all the shotgun shells, but
Yep. So I will mark those off.
I didn't take the sniper rifle rounds.
Yep.
Heck yeah.
Oh, and I believe you asked Astron what type they are. It is a 7.62 by 51 millimeter.
Oh,
I
okay.
forget what
7.62
the
NATO.
well, the 50 cal uses 50 cal. Never mind. Yep. I was about to say, what does the 50 cal take? 50 cal.
Wow. I wonder. I
So,
wonder indeed.
Hell of a question.
all right, well, Gorham is, I mean, after waking up, because I'm guessing she probably, I guess it doesn't really matter when she slept, but she basically will go seek out Edwin and
Yeah.
say, so are you in the right headspace to figure out what we're doing next?
Yeah, let's go talk to the kid.
Okie dokie. And go seeks Fletch out wherever he is.
Yep. I say, hey,
Yep.
Sleeping Beauty, how you been?
I feel like I've been hit by a truck. What did you give me
Yeah.
last night?
I gave you whiskey, man. Me and you both drank. I say as I look
Did he
over the.
find his?
I
Did he
point.
find his? Did he find his figure I carved for him?
I'll say yeah. By now he's holding it like a little kid would hold a toy. So he's
Aw.
he did find it.
Adorable. I say to him, yeah, me and you both drink. As I point to the bottle, how it's almost half empty now.
Gorham's like, huh,
Trust
it's
me,
half
yep.
full.
Yeah, I mean, put it that way. I say, look, man, I was very serious about what I said yesterday. If you help us, we help you.
Of course.
What we do need help with is helping someone get their family, to safety. Would you be willing to help us out with that?
The yep, Thomas Levicki.
Yeah.
Correct.
Yeah. See, I knew you knew more than you let on. He kind of says it jokingly.
Well, at this point, I figure I have two choices. Either I go back to the Children of the Apocalypse and tell them I failed, or I help you guys out and, maybe I won't die.
If there's any, I will say this: if I can do anything in my power, I will try my hardest to make sure you don't die. I put that on my word. I put that on this coin. I say as I pull out this coin.
Of course.
Thank you. As I kind of pat him on the shoulder, I say, "You have no idea how much this probably means to him. As it also means that you're turning a new leaf. And like I said, we wouldn't do what your boss has done to you.
I am not willing to admit what my boss done to me. To anyone. Can't get that out of my mouth. That's the
Probably,
one
I was
thing you
gonna
won't
say you
get from
couldn't
me.
get it out of his head, because Jesus.
Well, I mean, look, I'm not here to force you to do anything you're uncomfortable with. We can all speculate, but it's at your own pace. You do you. All we really need to do right now is help a man get back to his family, and we can discuss from there what you want to do. I mean, you can do your life is yours, man. You can do whatever you want afterwards.
Mhm.
All right.
Well, If you take me back to Chestakawa, you give me back my sniper rifle, I could help. No, I'm not formally trained, but
Where'd you get the sniper rifle,
pretty
by
good
the
shot.
way? Those are pretty rare around these parts.
Which was it? My dad or my uncle? He served some time in Germany and brought it home with him. I think it's German. Let me.
Yeah, the
It is
PSG
German.
is German.
Yes.
Yep.
Well, I think it's
It
like a
says-
police sniper rifle. I don't know if they actually used it in the.
It's counterterrorism. Basically, just like they use it for everything.
Mhm.
But he says, well, I mean, if you can, as long as you don't, you know, as long as you, as long as you don't stab us in the back, you know what I mean? Takes a lot of trust, you know. Is that something you can promise?
I'll try my damnedest.
Thank you. I look over to the rest of the group, as I say.
Well, is it
Alright,
just is the rest of the group here, or is it just you and me?
I have no idea. Well, if they are here, I'll look to them. If not, I'll
Well, I
just
mean,
look
I
to
know.
you.
Well, if memory serves, like Gorm went to get you, and then you and I went to get the guys. So.
Gotcha.
But
Well, I'm gonna look
I'm
to you,
fine
I
with
guess,
those.
as I say. Well, I mean, I guess we inform the rest of the group that Lek here is now with us, and to treat him as anybody else would want to be treated. That
Yes,
goes
Captain.
especially.
I'll treat him like if it's my own son, Captain.
I do not want to know what you do to your children.
Oh, I don't have any kids, but I'll raise them as
Yeah.
best I can.
Yeah.
Oh.
That doesn't vote any more confidence.
I'm an adult. I don't need raising. I appreciate the offer, but
You're my son now.
I'll be honest, you scare the hell out of me. Okay.
Yeah,
I
kid,
made you
trust me.
that figure. Don't you like it?
That's like
look
some
at you,
straight
huh?
up stalker behavior right there, dude.
I'm gonna pull Luck to the side. I'm gonna pull Luck to the side and like whisper to him. I'm saying, look, if
Gorm will
Robert
kind of shield,
does,
like body shield.
yeah, I looked at him and say, look, if Robert causes you any problem, do let me know. I'll reel him in.
Made that for you. I snuck in
Of
your room
course.
and put it on your nightstand.
He says, look, he says, I'm many things. I'm also an officer of the U.S.
Well,
military, so he listens to me.
No, don't.
yeah. Like
That is. Do you want to repeat
I
that
will
to the rest of
remind
the
you
crowd,
that
Robert?
No, I don't.
you guys basically hung a hammock in like this. You guys hung a hammock in this like entryway part, so you literally just like looked into the hammock while the dude was passed out drunk. I'll just make that clarification, Robert.
I know.
Even more creepy.
Yeah, I look over to Robert and say, do you want to share that for the rest of the class, or would you like to be court-martialed when you get home?
We ain't getting home, Captain.
Yeah, maybe you are, but I am. And I have a very good memory. Remember, I'm a lawyer. We have to have good memories. We also are very good at holding grudges. I say it with a smirk.
And Gorm looks like, not me, man. I can only really be
Alright.
mad at somebody for about 6 minutes.
That's right, Gorm has the memory of a goldfish.
Well, that's not very nice of you. Goldfish, actually, well, hold on.
Goldfish are useful animals.
Oh, thank you. That was very nice of you.
I used to have one.
You know,
Sure
I'm
you
a
did.
pigeon guy myself. I'm a bird person myself.
Like birds.
I think goldfish
chickens.
have a memory of like they can remember up to 3 months past, I believe. So the memory of fish
Oh,
is
wow.
just
Yeah.
hearsay. It's something like that. It's like a really weird long number.
Actually, I think it's
But
more like a year,
yeah,
or at
so
least that's what I've heard.
Yeah.
With with that being said, Edwin would say, as for ravens, he says that he's like, I had a pet raven. He's pretty chill. They can hold grudges for up to 17 years.
I like that already.
Yeah, you do. As for me, I'll hold a grudge for the rest of my life.
Good. I
But
like to
yeah,
come to your
on that on that menaceful note, that's where we're gonna end tonight's session because it is
Oh, yeah.
nine.
Oh
Good
lord.
God.
I feel like Edwin did a
Alright.
lot of things today.
Let me
He's
let me
definitely.
on Robert for a second.
Let me un-Robert for a second. That's a beautiful way to put it. I appreciate that.
Thank you.
Absolutely beautiful.
Why are you sending cigarettes to the chat?
My bad. Oh shit, my bad. I
Huh?
didn't mean to click that.
You
Oh,
want to
at
get
least I
Robert
can.
all riled up.
Cigarette. Robert likes cigarette.
Cigarettes. Yeah, cigarette.
Cigarette.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie.
Speaking of which, do you like how I actually made like the item and gave it an image?
Yeah.
Yes, I like that.
Where's this at?
It also does stuff. I love that. I'm gonna
He
use that for
accidentally
my own
sent it to
games so
chat,
much.
so you can see it in the
Yeah,
chat.
I did.
You sent it to
I
chat
sent
like
it.
4 times. Jesus, man.
I don't know how, because I was trying to fucking edit it, but instead I fucking clicked it
Why were you
one
trying to
time.
edit it?
I was
What
trying to look.
chat?
I was trying to look at the picture because I was like,
The
is that a
Foundry.
vector stuff?
Oh.
Because I was trying to do the paper thing, but it wouldn't let me.
Oh.
Okay, now it
Here we
did.
go. Damn. Cigarette. Cigarette.
I was trying to see what it
Cigarette.
does.
All right, so XP, where are the?
Yes, indeedy.
Oh jeez.
Remember, you all get the base 5 and an additional 1.
Yep.
Uh,
The
very
insanity.
nice. Yeah,
Well, the
the
insanity for
insanity and the
Robert
nice
and
like RP.
yeah, and then Gorham being herself. So, and Edwin
I,
apparently also.
I mean,
Yeah.
I did a lot of things. I
Yeah.
showed that my
Yeah, you
character is
did. You really
capable of doing
did.
many things.
So let's see.
He's
All right.
just a man.
All right.
That's all I gotta say. He's just a guy.
Is everyone ready to go through them?
Yep.
Yeah.
All right. So, did you participate in the game session? Yeah. Yes, all of you did. Excuse me. Did you follow your moral code despite significant risk to yourself or
Yeah.
your group? Let me just
Yeah.
hold the
I think
microphone
I
up
did.
because apparently my internet's going.
I did.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I feel like I
Nice.
did. I led by example.
And then there's Gorham, who is
So-
trying to kill him with kindness, be positive, yada yada yada.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Went hand in hand in this instance.
Do you risk or sacrifice something significant to realize your big dream? Or do you work towards your big dream?
Get to a better
Well,
place
I
in
mean,
life one day at a time.
Yeah.
I got information about the computer. That is definitely stepping towards my big dream because my big dream
Yeah.
is to get home to his family and mourn his brother,
In this session.
which I did both.
Yeah.
I definitely mourned him.
And I might be able to use the communications equipment to control drones eventually.
That's
Oh
right.
yeah.
Which is my big dream.
Oh yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Get a little predator drone for the group.
I have once again played my stealthy sniper card.
Very
Yeah.
effective.
So I am one. So I
Yeah,
think I'm
between
continuing
spotting.
to work towards the whole sniper
Yeah.
of legend. Be the boogeyman for the enemy.
Oh yeah.
As long as you don't become Simmons, I will.
Well, now
I
Robert's
support
already
you
absorbed
wholeheartedly.
all the evil in the game, so
Yeah. No, I think for
Yeah.
just a passing moment, the breeze of Simmons' soul possessed me, and then I was like, Vincent wouldn't say that. Vincent wouldn't
Exactly.
Yeah.
suggest shooting him so that he would drink alcohol to manage the pain.
It passed through you and it passed through you and fucking possessed Robert.
You
I
need
found
to
a new
go to the
host.
local priest and have him lay hands.
No, we
It
don't
just
want the
found a
local
new
priest here
host.
laying hands on Robert. No.
Influence.
No, if anything, that would make it worse.
But all right. So, did you make a significant discovery or revelation?
I don't think so.
Yeah, you made a couple.
Yeah.
Nice.
Nice. Did you perform an extraordinary action of some kind?
I mean,
Did
I
I?
feel
I
like
scared the
did.
shit out of that kid.
Does
His
a
family.
double spell count?
Yeah, I'll give that to you, Astron, and I'll give it to
Double
you, Eddie,
spell
for
recon.
Nice.
I'll give it to you, Eddie, for role playing a sociopath who scared the crap out of a kid.
Thank you.
I feel like I did because I
I
not
never
only
thought I'd
was
say that sentence.
I think I made people at the table uncomfortable.
yeah
I
I
mean,
feel
in a
like my
good way.
character
Yeah.
my character definitely did things that I mean isn't out of character but is definitely like shows that he's more human. I guess he's still human.
He's come a long way since kill 'em all after getting shot. So,
Well, I mean that's
Uh,
just one instance of him
Definitely.
being very pissed off.
what about me?
Okay. Yes.
All right.
I will say you as well. Oh, you sprinted across the
Oh yeah,
freaking
that I forgot about.
battlefield like a goddamn
Yeah, end of the
You fucking
combat encounter on
sprinted
the
for me
first
like a
initiative
fucking gazelle.
slot. Just,
you sprinted across the battlefield like fucking like the Road Runner running away from Wile E. Coyote.
or like Mike Reynolds after he got shot in the leg by a sniper in Road to Wussad. He
Oh
got
yeah.
shot in the leg and he ran out of the building and ran 7 hexes in one turn.
Sheesh. You think it'd slow him down, not speed him up.
uh, I could share a story about a character that kind of did that, but we'll go through XP first.
I had the idea
Okay.
of
Did you perform a
drinking
successful?
him,
Yep.
getting him drunk.
Yeah, this is a
Yeah,
clever
Yeah.
I'll
plan.
give that
It was a very
to you.
clever plan. It worked wonders.
Yep.
And surprisingly, I'm the one that
Okay,
actually
so did you
fucking
perform a
spoke to him and not
successful
Gorham.
action?
I
You perform a successful
I did my
action
recon thing.
with one or more roles related to your area of expertise.
Yep.
Yep.
I don't think I did because I mean
I
I'm
apologize.
like driver, breacher, and demolitionist, and I did neither, so none of the
I
above.
did persuasion,
Okay.
so
That's fair.
I also
All
got a man
right.
drunk.
Did you travel through at least one hex on the travel map? Nope. You spent a nice little base episode. Did you overcome one or more dangerous events?
Yes.
Using violent or non-violent means? Yes.
Mm. Oh,
I'll give that
okay.
to all of you. Yeah, because I will be. I'll say this for after. Did you risk your life for the PC who is your buddy?
Vincent, what do you think?
There was not a single shot fired.
Well, I mean,
don't
I
think
still
either of
put
us was
myself
in
like right in
danger.
point blank range of the guy as he was going for his gun. So
Yeah, but if Robert was your buddy, I would say 100%.
Gorham can be
Robert needs a
friendly towards Robert, but that's really as far as it goes.
Robert needs a
Yeah.
buddy. Do you want to be Robert's buddy?
That's the thing.
I mean, didn't you
There
already
was
list me
no-
as your buddy?
We can be friends. We can be friends. Or bosom companions.
You say Gorham
I
like
just
you say
just
like
became my buddy,
Gollum
so
says Gollum.
my
Bosom
friend.
companions.
Gollum.
My precious.
Yeah, Gorham is listed as your buddy, Eddie.
We're best
Yeah.
friends.
I just listed Gorham, so
You're gonna write me when you get back to the States.
Yeah.
I think the only whoa, what?
You're gonna write me when you get back to the States.
yeah, you'll
Okay.
be writing him in prison.
What, me?
No,
Well,
not
I've
you.
already been to prison twice.
No, I'm talking about Gorham's gonna be writing him while he's in prison.
Robert's not under the same chain of command. He's under Spec Force command.
Well,
I'm
Looks a
also
little different
special
there.
forces, dog.
well, I was gonna
Alright.
say just very quick. It's like I think the only person who doesn't have Gorham as his or her buddy would be fucking Henrik, as far as I know.
Maybe,
True, I do not.
maybe,
Do you have a buddy?
maybe,
No,
maybe
I
Robert
don't.
can. Robert,
But,
do you want to be Robert's buddy?
Do you want to be my buddy since you're helping me get in contact with my family?
Sure.
Yay.
All right.
Who
All
wants to be
right.
Robert's buddy? Robert's all alone in this cold,
So,
cruel world.
I wonder why.
okay, so we did the buddy question. Do you make significant progress towards or complete your group's current objective?
Progress
I would
towards.
think so. Yeah.
So everyone gets that one.
All right.
Oh yeah.
And then, did you take a life-threatening critical injury? Nope.
No.
Nah.
Okay, so I will share a couple behind-the-scenes things.
I got 7.
Little GM the
Yeah, same.
players.
7
Nice.
extra, yeah.
Yeah, 7 plus the 1.
Yeah.
So,
And remember, you can
13.
always put up a session recap in the
Yep.
session notes channel. Any of you guys, and you'll
Mhm.
get 2 XP for each one you put up.
Oh, nice. Because if I did that, that would
Nice.
give me a specialty.
Nice.
Nice.
But yeah, my thought I was gonna share. So how that encounter would have gone if Lek had been higher up in the initiative order? Yeah, he would have tried to shoot you, Eddie, in the face with his
Yeah.
45 caliber in 1911.
And then let me guess that where is
And
the
then the sniper would have acted.
Or
If
Robert would have
nothing
literally
else,
beat him to death
Trust me. That too.
with a
Just-
45 slug in his chest.
Whatever would have happened, he would have been dead. Actually, no, I would have aimed for the legs. In that scenario.
He would have no. He would, be Lieutenant Danning all over the place with no legs. But
Yeah. And then
I
he'd be
get ya.
demoted to Lieutenant Dead.
I got no legs,
Lieutenant
Lek.
Diane.
Well, I was gonna
More
say,
like-
or alternatively, like Robert. I mean, there's a different alien gif I need to find, but this is my first instinct with Robert, is that he'd just be like, just
Right.
overkilling the guy.
I love that thing. The knowing is half the battle. The other
Oh
half. Is
no, I found what I was looking for.
Johnny!
Posting
It's my son!
posting in the posted the clip in general, like if fucking seen him more mauling a guy, that would totally be Robert.
Oh God. Oh God.
Knowing is half the battle and the other half is violence.
The other
I
half
love that.
is extreme violence.
Yeah, see the
Extreme
gifs I
violence.
posted below.
Oh my god!
Mhm.
That Xenomorph is fucking
I-
that person up.
I could hear that in the G.I. Joe voice.
Right.
Ugh.
I used to love that show when I was a kid.
But yeah, that is that is all I have for tonight's session, guys. And you can actually watch all the G.I. Joe episodes on the Hasbro YouTube
YouTube.
channel.
Nice.
Yeah,
They
they've been
they're like a
tending to
great,
do that with
master
things like
list where you
He-Man
can
and all that
watch
other
'em
stuff.
all.
So,
Alright.
I've
Well-
got I have some of the new figures actually.
alright, see
I'm
ya,
gonna
Ashford.
get out of here,
Good night.
y'all.
Night.
Yep.
Later,
yeah.
gamer. What is up with Discord and all the sound effects it has now? Because that sounds
I
loud
don't
as
know. It's
fuck.
kind of weird.
My
Someone,
my sound resets every so often.
It's because it's
but-
Christmas.